when you will write down on your diary, that would be something for yourself. Correct? क्योंकि एक स्टोरी जो सुनाई जाती है उससे दो लोगों के दो अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव बन सकते हैं। तो आपका पर्सपेक्टिव वो होता है जिसको आप समझ पा रहे हो या जो आप देखना चाह रहे हो। होपफुली आज की इस मीटिंग में बातें तो बहुत सारी होंगी, बट यू मस्ट टेक अवे व्हाट यू थिंक यू नीड फॉर योर बिजनेस। मी एंड उदित जी वुड बी कवरिंग डाइवर्स टॉपिक्स, and to start with, I will be taking you through a quick presentation as to how to start talking about your product. And then while you were filling up the forms, there was an option where you were required to ask your questions कि आप अपने सवाल पूछो, आप क्या पूछना चाहते हो। तो till this afternoon we received some questions, and I would be taking up those questions as well. So I'll be sharing my screen, और विजय जी अगर स्क्रीन आपको दिखे तो मुझे बताइएगा।
Yes sir, yes sir.
Right. So is it visible, sir?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Great. So let's start with this summit of retailers, and first of all we'll talk about quick presentation. See, quick presentation is a place from where closing starts. Do not have this mindset that I am going to talk about my product because just I have to give this information. मैं सिर्फ इन्फॉर्म करने के लिए किसी से बात ना करूं। आपका माइंडसेट ये होना चाहिए कि right from the moment you start talking about your product, you are talking with an intention to close your consumer. आपकी intentions होनी चाहिए कि मुझे close करना है। फ्री में ज्ञान बांटने का काम तो बाबा जी कर ही रहे हैं टीवी के ऊपर, लेकिन हम और आप वो काम नहीं कर रहे। वी आर हियर डूइंग सीरियस बिजनेस, वी आर वर्किंग ऑन अ वेरी सीरियस स्केलेबल बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी। सो इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू कैरी अ क्लोजिंग माइंडसेट राइट फ्रॉम द मोमेंट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट पिचिंग अबाउट योर प्रोडक्ट। क्या करना है, पर्पस क्या होता है? द पर्पस इज टू इन्फ्लुएंस द कंज्यूमर्स बाइंग डिसीजन। क्विक प्रेजेंटेशन, जब आप प्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे हो किसी को, whenever you are talking about your product to somebody, what is the motive of that entire conversation? The motive of that entire conversation is to basically influence your consumers buying decision, कि वो खरीदने के चांसेस उनके कैसे बढ़ें, उस तरह से बातों को रखा जाए। अब यहाँ पर एक बात आती है, it is not about what you say, it's about how you say it. See, I have put up a term, controlled enthusiasm. Why I have put this thing here? See, you obviously need to be enthusiastic about your product, but simultaneously, that enthusiasm should not look like as if you are going to push your product on the consumer. कई बार होता है ना कि कुछ लोग इतने एक्साइटमेंट से बात करते हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में कि मतलब बस उनकी कोशिश है बस ले ही जाओ सर, आपको बस आज तो मैं दे के ही छोड़ूंगा आपको। इसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे ही आप ज्यादा पुशी होते हो, बहुत ओवर एंथुसियास्टिक हो जाते हो, तो कई बार कंज्यूमर जो है आपका, कस्टमर जो है आपका, उसको ये लगने लगता है कि शायद ये मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं देना चाहते। मे बी ही और शी इज ट्राइंग टू सेल, and once they get this feeling that they are going to be sold, you know, आपको उनको जबरदस्ती बेचा जा रहा है, तो वो एकदम से इग्नोर करने लगेंगे आपको। कॉन्वर्सेशन में उनका बॉडी लैंग्वेज बहुत अजीब सा आपको महसूस होने लग जाएगा। सो हाउ कैन वी डू दैट? सबसे पहली चीज, जब भी बात करो, बहुत आप अपनी आवाज को ऊंचा ले जाके बात मत करो। डू नॉट बी फास्ट पेस्ड व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट योर प्रोडक्ट। ट्राई टू टॉक एज नॉर्मल एज यू कैन। आप किसी चीज के बारे में बात करते हो तो आप नॉर्मल बात करोगे तो सामने वाला भी नॉर्मल होकर आपसे कॉन्वर्सेशन में एंगेज रहता है, क्योंकि सामने वाला क्या कर रहा है, वो मिरर कर रहा है आपके बात करने के तरीके को। बट वंस यू गो बॉम्बास्टिक अबाउट योर प्रोडक्ट एंड एवरीथिंग, आप बहुत एक्साइटमेंट से बात करने लगते हो, तो कंज्यूमर उस लेवल ऑफ एंथुसियाज्म पे नहीं जा सकता। तो वो क्या करता है कि वो एक कोकून में चला जाता है और वो एक शेल में अपने आप को बंद कर लेता है, और फिर आप बोलते रहो, वो कहता रहेगा अच्छा 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 अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी गुड, अच्छा अच्छा, बट ही विल नॉट बाय। सो आप बता रहे हो बट आप क्लोज नहीं कर पाओगे, और फिर बाद में आपको महसूस होगा कि पता नहीं गलती कहाँ हुई, मैंने तो ठीक से समझाया था, कस्टमर ने खरीदा क्यों नहीं। सो इट्स बेटर टू हैव अ कंट्रोल्ड एग्रेशन, कंट्रोल्ड एंथुजियाज्म. आप जैसे किसी को अगर बता रहे हो अपने प्रोडक्ट के बारे में कि वो पूछना आप क्या करते हो, राइट? तो आप उनको बता सकते हो कि आई एम वर्किंग ऑन अ हेल्थ केयर अपॉर्चुनिटी, और हम लोग बेसिकली सीबकथॉर्न करके एक चीज होती है जिसके डिराइव प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते हैं और उसको हम लोग मार्केट कर रहे हैं. तो वो पूछेंगे कि ये क्या होता है सीबकथॉर्न. तो अब कुछ लोगों को क्या होता है, अरे आप सीबकथॉर्न नहीं जानते, अरे आपने सीबकथॉर्न नहीं सुना है. अगर आप इस तरह से करोगे तो वो एकदम से वो हैरान हो जाएगा कि ऐसे क्यों रिस्पॉन्स किया उन्होंने. वो आपसे पूछते हैं कि व्हाट इज सीबकथॉर्न. नॉर्मली आंसर करो उनको कि एक्चुअली इट्स अ बेरी जो हिमालयन रीजन में होती है, और वैसे तो और भी हिली एरियाज में होती है, बट फॉर्चुनेटली जो इंडियन सीबकथॉर्न है इसकी न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू सबसे ज्यादा है. एंड इनफैक्ट जब मैंने पहली बार सुना था तो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड कि इस पे 200 से ज्यादा वर्ल्ड वाइड रिसर्चेस हो चुके हैं और इतनी बड़ी ये बेनिफिशियल है ह्यूमन काइंड के लिए. और मुझे तो फिर धीरे धीरे आप प्रोसीड करते हो अपना कॉन्वर्सेशन में. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग द पॉइंट. बी एंथुजियास्टिक, बट दैट एंथुजियाज्म शुड बी टू elongate the conversation. Conversation को एक फ्लो में बनाए रखने वाला एंथुजियाज्म होना चाहिए. एंथुजियाज्म चेहरे से बहुत ज्यादा नहीं दिखाना है, आवाजों से, मतलब वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन बहुत ऊंचा करके तेज तेज बोल के इस तरह से नहीं दिखाना है, क्योंकि इससे यू विल एक्चुअली आप अपने कंज्यूमर को अपने से दूर ही कर दोगे इस तरीके से. तो होपफुली ये जो पॉइंट अभी मैं आपसे डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ और जो अभी आगे भी डिस्कस होंगे, होपफुली आप में से जो लोग रिटेल अच्छा कर पा रहे हैं, सबकॉन्शियसली आप इन्हीं बातों को फॉलो कर भी रहे होगे, बट इट्स जस्ट दैट वी हैव ट्राइड टू पुट दोस थिंग इनटू वर्ड्स. सो मे बी दोज हु आर वेरी गुड एट इट, हु आर ऑलरेडी डूइंग वेरी गुड इन रिटेलिंग, मे बी दे विल फील कि हाँ हम शायद यही चीज कर रहे हैं जो यहाँ पर लिखी हुई है, बट वी हैव पुट दिस थिंग इन वर्ड्स, एक फ्लो बनाने की कोशिश की है, सो दैट दिस प्रोसेस बिकम्स डुप्लीकेबल एंड इजिली टीचेबल बाय यू ऑल्सो, राइट? So moving on, we need to keep things simple, but at the same time, you have to influence your consumer's buying decision, and for that, you must sound like someone who is educated, who knows something about it, isn't it? तो वो कब होगा? वो होगा जब आप कुछ sophisticated terms use करोगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसा आपकी स्क्रीन पे आपको दिख रहा है, फ्री रेडिकल्स, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स, ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर्स, क्लिनिकल स्टडीज, पैराबीन्स स्पेशली फॉर द कॉस्मेटिक लाइन ऑफ आवर प्रोडक्ट्स. अब ये सब क्यों है? अब एक एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे आप अपनी कार की या बाइक की सर्विस करवाने के लिए जाते हो और आपको सर्विस मैनेजर ने एक कोटेशन दे दिया कि भाई आपकी मोटरसाइकिल इज 5,000 रुपीज लगेंगे for the service because there are some spare parts that need overhaul or change maybe. Now you are all furious कि कैसे हो सकता है, my bike service was usually done at 1100 rupees, 1200 rupees, this time why it is 5,000 rupees. So you go and you talk to the service manager, and when you go and talk to the service manager starts speaking like sir you see आपका जो बाइक है उसमें जो आपका ये कार्बोरेटर होता है, इसका ये पार्ट होता है, फिर उसमें आपका ये चीज होता है, like there are many complex parts in a motorcycle, right? So once he starts talking about all those things that there are bushes in it and there is this and there is that, it needs change. अब आप क्या हो? आपको तो कुछ भी नहीं पता है कि bushes क्या होते हैं. You have no idea where the carburetor is in the motorcycle. But this time what you feel is कि वो जो बंदा बोल रहा है ये इतना सब कुछ डिटेल में बता रहा है तो कुछ ठीक ही बोल रहा होगा. And you trust him because you have no other choice. आप उसको ये नहीं बोल सकते हो कि मेरे कार्बोरेटर में ये मत लगाओ, आपको तो पता ही नहीं कार्बोरेटर होता क्या है, राइट? एंड फॉर एग्जांपल यू ड्राइव अ कार, अब वो बोल रहा है फ्लाई व्हील में ये ठीक करना पड़ेगा, आपके टर्बो में ये इशू आ रहा है, आपके गवर्नर में ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है. अब आप कहोगे गवर्नर, फ्लाई व्हील, ये सब क्या चल रहा है, ये सब तो पॉलिटिक्स की बातें यहाँ कहाँ से आ गई. बट एट दिस वेरी मोमेंट, सिंस दैट गाय इज हैविंग एन अपर हैंड अबाउट द नॉलेज, तो आपके पास सरेंडर करने के अलावा कोई चांस नहीं होता है, isn't it? So when you will use these words, for example, there are many autoimmune disorders. बहुत सारी autoimmune diseases होती हैं. कौन सी? एक सबसे पॉपुलर autoimmune disease का एग्जाम्पल आप सोचिए. A disease which is like सबसे बहुत हाई मोर्टेलिटी थी, बहुत सारे लोगों की जान गई है उसमें, बहुत सारे लोगों की डेथ हुई. हाई मोर्टेलिटी रेट तो नहीं कह सकते, मोर्टेलिटी रेट वाज कम था, इट वाज लो, बट thousands and hundreds of thousands of people all across the world lost their lives because of it. Autoimmune disease. Latest, COVID-19. कोविड-19 वाज एक्चुअली एन ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर, जहां पर आपके बॉडी का इम्यून सिस्टम आपके लंग के सेल्स को डैमेज करने लग जाता था, जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारे लोगों की जान गई। और ऐसे ही बहुत सारी, जैसे रूमेटाइड आर्थराइटिस, इट्स एन ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज। फॉर एग्जांपल विटिलिगो, इट इज आल्सो एन ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर। तो अब ऑटो इम्यून डिजीज के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो, आप फ्री रेडिकल्स उनको एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हो, तो क्या होता है कि at this very moment, for the brief 2 or 3 minutes of the time जहां पर आप बोल रहे होगे, सामने वाले को चूंकि इन चीजों के बारे में नहीं पता है, तो क्या हो रहा है, हो ये रहा है कि उसके मन में आपको लेके एक इमेज बैठ रही है कि इस बंदे को आता बहुत है। He or she will think that this person knows something. For example, parabens. Parabens क्या होती हैं? Generally parabens जो chemicals डाले जाते हैं आपके cosmetic products में, उनके stabilization के लिए use किया जाता है ताकि product की shelf life अच्छी बनी रहे। लेकिन ये parabens जो होते हैं, they are actually very harmful. In fact, some of them are carcinogenic also. अब देखो, एक technical term use किया, carcinogenic. हो सकता है 10 में से 5 लोगों को पता हो, लेकिन जिन 10 में से 5 को नहीं पता है ना, उनको ये लगेगा कि इस बंदे को आता बहुत है, दिस पर्सन इज अ वेरी नॉलेजेबल गाय, ही नोज ऑल दीज टेक्निकल टर्म्स, तो ही मस्ट बी टॉकिंग समथिंग सेंसिबल, तो आई शुड लिसन टू हिम। ये उनका एक साइकोलॉजी बन जाता है। तो मिथाइल पैराबीन, प्रोपाइल पैराबीन, ये कुछ ऐसे पैराबीन्स हैं जो कि एक बहुत ही फेमस कंपनी का क्लीन एंड क्लियर करके फेस वॉश आता है, ट्रांसपेरेंट, उसमें डाले जाते हैं। नॉट जस्ट देयर, बट मेनी पॉपुलर शैम्पू कंपनीज आर आल्सो पुटिंग अप पैराबीन्स इनटू देयर प्रोडक्ट्स। इन सम पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पैराबीन्स आर कंप्लीटली बैंड, बट इंडिया में उतना रेगुलेशन नहीं है। बट धीरे धीरे हमारे आपके जैसे लोगों को एजुकेट कर रहे हैं और उनको इसके हार्मफुल इफेक्ट के बारे में बता भी रहे हैं। राइट, सो मूविंग ऑन, कुछ बायोलॉजिकल टर्म्स आपको आपकी कंपनी का इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो जो YouTube पे ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, इफ यू विल लिसन टू इट 2 or 3 times, तो आपको वहां से भी बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी, बहुत सारे आपको टेक्निकल वर्ड्स वहां से भी जानने सीखने को मिलेंगे, एंड स्पेशली काफी सारी चीजों को बहुत ही ल्यूसिड तरीके से समझाया गया है वहां पे। In a very elaborate and a very simple manner, few technical aspects have been explained. If you try to understand that concept, and if you will explain those things to your consumers in the same manner, probably the impact would be immense. It would be very great, right? Now, while talking about your products for the first time, instead of talking about specific diseases that they or their family members are suffering from, try to show them how Ayurveda products are kind of working like an umbrella, right? Try to show it to them कि किस तरह से बहुत सारे variety of health problems को solve करने में Ayurveda के products काम कर रहे हैं, instead of asking them कि आपको कौन सा disease है. Now I will tell you about a very particular experience, very peculiar experience actually, that one of my neighbors had some time ago. So there was a party, right? There was a birthday party of a kid in the colony, and my neighbor's daughter, she went there. और कोई वहां पर लेडी आई हुई थी, और she was kind of a distributor in some healthcare company also. अब उन लेडी ने उस बच्चे को देखा और उस बच्चे की आंखों को देख के बोली कि बेटा, तुमको पता है, तुम्हारी आंखों से मुझे लग रहा है कि तुम बीमार हो और तुमको दवाई लेनी चाहिए, तुम्हारी मम्मी को बोलना वो मुझसे बात करे, मैं तुमको दवाई दूंगी। दिस वॉज हर कॉन्वर्सेशन। वो बच्ची आई, उसने अपनी मम्मा को कुछ बोला होगा, उसकी मदर ने उनको कॉल किया कि मैडम क्या हो गया, आप डॉक्टर हो? तो उन्होंने बोला नहीं, मैं डॉक्टर नहीं हूँ। तो उन्होंने बोला कि आप न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट हो? उन्होंने बोला नहीं, मैं न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट नहीं हूँ। तो फिर शी वाज लाइक कि वो तो पूरा चढ़ गई उनके ऊपर कि आपने कैसे बोल दिया कि मेरी बेटी बीमार है। और आप समझ पा रहे होंगे कि किसी को भी जाकर के उसके डिजीज को पॉइंट आउट करना या डायरेक्टली पूछना कई बार थोड़ा सा ऑकवर्ड हो जाता है। तो ट्राई टू अवॉइड दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन, और रादर देन आप उनको ये बताओ कि किस तरह विंजेरा के, आयुजेरा के प्रोडक्ट्स एक अम्ब्रेला की तरह काम कर रहे हैं और बहुत सारी डिजीजेस को यहाँ पर कोशिश की जा रही है कि हम हेल्प कर पाए लोगों की, चाहे उनको डायबिटीज हो, चाहे उनको कैंसर हो, चाहे उनको हाइपरटेंशन हो, चाहे उनको किसी भी तरह की बीमारी हो, प्रोडक्ट्स काम कर रहे हैं। और ये सब आप बताने के लिए, अब देखिए, ये सारी बातें जब आप कर रहे होगे, हो सकता है कि 10 में से 8 लोग जो आपको मिल रहे होंगे वो सीबकथॉर्न फर्स्ट टाइम सुन रहे होंगे, फ्री रेडिकल फर्स्ट टाइम सुन रहे होंगे, ऑटो इम्यून डिसऑर्डर फर्स्ट टाइम सुन रहे होंगे। अब कई बार जब लोग बहुत सारी चीजों को एक साथ फर्स्ट टाइम सुनते हैं तो उनके मन में ऑटोमेटिकली एक डाउट आने लगता है कि शुड आई ट्रस्ट दिस पर्सन, शुड आई ट्रस्ट दिस कंपनी, मैं इन पे भरोसा करूं कि ना करूं, इतनी सारी चीजें एक साथ बता रहे हैं, राइट। तो ऐसे में क्या होता है कि आपको, क्योंकि मैंने आपसे ये बात डिस्कस की है, वी हैव जस्ट डिस्कस्ड इट दैट योर प्रेजेंटेशन इज योर गेटवे टू क्लोजिंग, यहीं से क्लोजिंग शुरू होती है। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम ड्यूरिंग दिस प्रेजेंटेशन इटसेल्फ उनके बाद में उठने वाले सवालों को यहीं खत्म कर पाए, राइट। सो एक ट्रस्ट फैक्टर का जो क्वेश्चन होता है उसको काउंटर करने के लिए यू कैन यूज फ्यू वीडियोस, जैसे मोदी जी का वीडियो है, एक आपको रामदेव बाबा जी बालकृष्ण जी का वीडियो यूट्यूब पे मिल जाता है, उन वीडियो की छोटी छोटी क्लिप्स आप उनको दिखा सकते हो, रादर देन कि पूरा वीडियो आपने दे दिया कि पूरा वीडियो सुनिए, राइट। देखो वीडियो का काम आप समझो, वीडियो का काम सेलिंग करना नहीं है, वीडियो से सेलिंग नहीं होने वाली, वीडियो से एक ट्रस्ट बढ़ेगा जिससे आपकी बातों की वजह से सेलिंग होगी। तो वीडियो को जितना आप थोड़ा दिखाओ सिर्फ ट्रस्ट बढ़ाने के लिए, और उनको 20-30 सेकंड 40 सेकंड, क्योंकि आजकल सब इतने समझदार हैं कि थोड़ी देर में उनको समझ में आ जाता है कि हाँ भाई ये बंदा बोल रहा है, मोदी जी बोल रहे हैं अगर इसके बारे में तो चीज में कुछ तो दम होगा, बाबा रामदेव वाले लोग भी बोल रहे हैं इसके बारे में तो चीज में कुछ तो दम होगा, और वो चीज में दम वाली बात आपने उनको समझा दी। फिर यू हैव टू गेट बैक टू योर पॉइंट दैट व्हाट डू यू हैव टू ऑफर, आपके पास क्या है उनको ऑफर करने के लिए, राइट। और यहाँ पर यू मस्ट यूज सम बिफोर एंड आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स, और कुछ अगर टेस्टिमोनियल्स हो आपके पास, वीडियो टेस्टिमोनियल्स हो, या आप अगर कोई प्रोफाइल मेंटेन करते हो जो कि हमेशा एडवाइजेबल होता है प्रिंटेड फॉर्मेट में प्रोफाइल कैरी करना, अगर आप प्रोफाइल कैरी करते हो तो वहां से आप कुछ तस्वीरें उनको दिखा सकते हो जहां से कि उनका ट्रस्ट थोड़ा सा बढ़ जाता है। सो दिस इज a quick presentation. Ideally when you go into a conversation it should be two-way conversation, सामने वाला भी कुछ बोले, सामने वाला भी कुछ बात करे, you should ask questions, right। जैसे कि अब ये कहने के बजाय कि मैं आपको फ्री रेडिकल्स और एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स के बारे में बताता हूँ, यू कैन कि आपने फ्री रेडिकल और एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स के बारे में सुना है क्या, गेटिंग इट। तो इंस्टेड ऑफ आस्किंग देम, टेलिंग देम कि मैं आपको बताता हूं इसके बारे में, मैं आपको बताता हूं उसके बारे में, आप उनसे पूछो क्या आपने इसके बारे में सुना है। सो दिस विल कीप देम एंगेज्ड थ्रू आउट द कॉन्वर्सेशन, उनका ध्यान कॉन्वर्सेशन बातों में बना रहेगा। अदरवाइज इफ यू विल जस्ट कीप ऑन टॉकिंग योरसेल्फ ओनली, देखिए फॉर अ ब्रीफ मोमेंट ऑफ काइंड ऑफ लाइक 2 minutes or 3 minutes also, if you continuously keep on speaking na, they will lose interest in the conversation, राइट। किसी को भी सिर्फ सुनना अच्छा नहीं लगता है, पीपल वांट टू पार्टिसिपेट इन अ कॉन्वर्सेशन। तो ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस इट इन अ मैनर दैट आफ्टर एवरी 45 सेकेंड और 1 minute of your speech there should be a question or there should be something that you ask or you probe, right, you probe something। जैसे आप डिजीज के बारे में बात चल रही थी कि आयुजेरा के प्रोडक्ट्स किस तरह की डिजीजेस पे काम करते हैं, तो रादर देन आस्किंग कि आपको कौन सी बीमारी है, आपके घर में कौन कौन सी बीमारी है, आप उनको पूछ सकते हो। ऐसे एक बात पूछूं आपसे, आजकल शायद ही कोई मिलता होगा नहीं जो डायबिटिक आदमी को ना जानता हो, या हाइपरटेंशन के आदमी को ना जानता हो, थायराइड ना होता हो किसी को, है ना, बहुत सारे लोगों को होता है, क्या कहते हो आप? तो कहेगा yes 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 I know there are many people, in fact in my family only I have got one person from thyroid and one person is having diabetes, right? So this way you will keep them engaged throughout the conversation. So it is very important कि questions time to time पूछते रहना है, right? So this is something that you need to practice. I would suggest practice amongst yourself, आपके teammates के साथ practice करो इसको, और उसके बाद आप बात करना शुरू करो। देखिए आप कितनी भी अच्छी बात करोगे, nobody can guarantee 100% conversion, right? But it's just that we should be aiming towards that. We should aspire to reach to a level where we are in a situation of getting 1 out of 1 conversion. We should be trying for that, aspiring for that. ये मान के कि 10 में से 10 तो करते नहीं है, लेते नहीं है, 10 में से 2 ही लेंगे, 10 में से 3 लेंगे, ये बोल के लेजी मत हो जाइए, अपनी तैयारी को मजबूत बनाइए, क्योंकि एट दिस वेरी मोमेंट कोई तो है जो 10 में से 8, 10 में से 9 सेल क्लोज कर रहा है। There is somebody who is cracking 9 out of 10 sales, 8 out of 10 sales. And at this moment, do not be complacent like, okay, upline has told me law of average is 3 out of 10. So I will try and अपने आप हो जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं होगा, right? So we need to keep honing our skills, improving our abilities at the same time, right? So moving on towards the objection handling part. So here I am trying to suggest you answers to the questions that have been put up by all of you in the registration form for this event. So the first one was products are expensive. ये 2-3 लोगों ने पूछा था कि they face this objection कि products are expensive. Now see, when somebody say products are expensive, सबसे पहले मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, now with a show of your hands, आप मुझे बताओ, with a show of hands, आप मुझे बताओ, क्या आपको लगता है कि प्रोडक्ट्स एक्सपेंसिव हैं? रेज योर हैंड इफ यू थिंक दैट प्रोडक्ट्स आर एक्सपेंसिव. नाउ दिस इज अ फैमिली, राइट? ये एक फैमिली है तो बिल्कुल भी शर्माना नहीं. आपको लगता है तो हाथ उठा दो कि हाँ जी प्रोडक्ट महंगे लगते हैं. नहीं लगता है तो कोई बात नहीं. ऑल राइट. अब देखिए, राइट, आई हैव गॉट फ्यू रिस्पॉन्सेस. नाउ द थिंग इज दैट अगर हमको कोई भी चीज महंगी लग रही है, so there must be something which is actually cheaper. आपको किसके कंपैरिजन में ये महंगा लग रहा है? तो there was a question in the registration form that on Amazon cheaper Seabuckthorn is available. ये एक क्वेश्चन था. सो प्रोडक्ट उनको महंगा लगा वाली बात थी. Now see, I agree that there is cheaper Seabuckthorn available on Amazon, right? I agree to that. Or in fact, just to be sure about answering it the right way, see the thing is कि आप कभी उसका लेबल पढ़ने की कोशिश करो. If you go and read the back label, what dosage do they recommend? वो डोज क्या recommend कर रहे हैं? तो जो डोजेज की रिकमेंडेशन वहां पर आती है, इट इज काइंड ऑफ लाइक 20 to 30 ml 3 times a day, right? एक सीबकथॉन मैंने देखा, इट वॉज काइंड 800 रुपए के आसपास का था वो, बट द डोजेज वॉज 800 to sorry, the dosage was 20 to 30 ml 3 times a day. Now even if you keep it to 20 ml, जो कि उनका लोअर साइड है, so 20 ml 3 times a day is like वो कह रहे हैं दिन में 60 ml पीना है आपको. Are you getting my point? 60 ml. And how much are we recommending? 10 ml a day. That is what we are recommending. 10 ml a day. And they are recommending 6 times what our recommendation is. So our product price should be 1/6 of what it is if we are comparing it to that product. अगर हम इसको उस चीज से कंपेयर कर रहे हैं तो आपको आपके प्रोडक्ट के प्राइस को 1/6 करना चाहिए. So even if it is 1500, even if it is, let's take it towards MRP भी आप लेकर के जाते हो, so that price should be 250 rupees, क्योंकि उनका डाइल्यूशन 6 times है. Are you getting my point? तो कहीं ना कहीं पहली बात, ये मैंने पॉइंट आपको क्यों समझाया, क्योंकि ये आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, आया होगा, तभी किसी ने पूछा भी है. तो when you read the back label, they are generally recommending 40 ml, 50 ml, 60 ml, 80 ml per day of Seabuckthorn dosage. तो इतना आप अगर किसी को दे रहे हो तो फिर उसमें है ही कहाँ, Seabuckthorn है भी कि नहीं, उसमें ये भी डाउट हो जाता है. Getting my point? But anyways, it's not about the cost of the product, right? It's always about the value. वैल्यू की बात होती है, बात कॉस्ट की नहीं होती है, बात वैल्यू की होती है. सी, जब यहाँ लिखा भी है, हिंदी में भी लिखा है कि when you focus on value, then customers do not look at the MRP. Customers will look at the MRP only if they do not find value in the product. Are you getting my point? See, if you find, आप देखिए आईफोन, देखिए आईफोन आज इंडिया में बन रहा है और प्रोबेबली वैल्यू वाइज आप देखिए तो सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू में एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है इंडिया से आज की तारीख में, और बहुत ज्यादा मात्रा में सेल भी हो रही है उसका एमआरपी तो बहुत ज्यादा है. बट व्हेन पीपल आर बाइंग आईफोन्स, दे आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर द एमआरपी, दे आर लुकिंग फॉर द वैल्यू दैट दे आर गोइंग टू गेट आउट ऑफ इट. एंड इट इज सिमिलर टू काइंड ऑफ, हर एक कार का एक बेस मॉडल भी आता है और एक टॉप मॉडल भी आता है. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? बाहर से दिखने में लगभग एक ही जैसी होती हैं और नाम भी बिल्कुल सेम होता है कि ये भी मारुति स्विफ्ट है, ये भी मारुति स्विफ्ट है, ये भी होंडा सिटी है, ये भी होंडा सिटी है, सब कुछ सेम है. लेकिन बेस मॉडल में और टॉप मॉडल में जो फर्क होता है वो फर्क होता है कि वो क्या वैल्यू लेकर के आ रही है आपके लिए, है ना. बेस मॉडल में सनरूफ नहीं होता है, टॉप मॉडल में आपको सनरूफ भी दे देंगे. बेस मॉडल में आपको हो सकता है कि पीछे वाली जो खिड़कियां होती हैं वो ऐसे घुमा घुमा के आपको बंद करनी पड़ेंगी, और आपके टॉप मॉडल में आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक विंडोज मिल जाएंगी, तो बस बटन उठाया, बटन दबाया, शीशा ऊपर नीचे होने लगता है। गेट माय पॉइंट? So it's all about the value that you give to your customer during the presentation process itself. जैसे एक एग्जांपल देखिए, यहां पर लिखा है ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ डिजीज एट होम वर्सेस हॉस्पिटल। एक और दूसरा एग्जांपल आपको मैं देने की कोशिश करता हूं, जैसे ईटिंग आउट, राइट? व्हेन यू गो टू अ वेरी नाइस प्लेस टू हैव अ मील विथ योर फ्रेंड्स और योर फैमिली, तो आप कहीं भी खाना खाने जाते हो, अच्छे रेस्टोरेंट में बैठते हो, तो कई बार बिल 2,000-3,000 रुपए का भी आता है, कहीं कहीं पर 5,500 6,000 रुपए का भी। पीपल पे 5,000 रुपीज फॉर अ डिनर मील विद अ फैमिली, which they could have had at their homes at probably no cost compared to that one. घर में मम्मी बना देती तो कोई कॉस्ट नहीं आती। फॉर एग्जाम्पल 5 स्टार का कॉफी और घर का कॉफी। बहुत लोगों ने बोला कि सर घर की कॉफी में टेस्ट ज्यादा अच्छा होता है, मम्मी के हाथ की कॉफी टेस्ट्स बेटर देन ए 5 स्टार कॉफी, but people pay 300 rupees 400 rupees to have coffee in a 5 star hotel. You know why? The value it brings with it, the ambience, that feeling of being someone, having been achieved something. You will not get that from the cup of coffee that you have at your home, but you may get that from the cup of coffee you are going to have at Starbucks or a 5 star hotel maybe. वो महंगा है लेकिन वहां पर लोग दे रहे हैं उसके पैसे, क्यों? वो वैल्यू मिल रही है आपको वहां पे। तो बड़ा अच्छा, किसी ने डिस्कशन मेरा चल रहा था तो वहां पे बात हुई कि का प्रोडक्ट महंगा है, राइट? तो इसका बड़ा अच्छा जवाब है, आप जानते हैं जवाब है कि मतलब प्रोडक्ट महंगा नहीं है, कीमती है। आप समझने की कोशिश कीजिए, देखिए बहुत बारीक सा फर्क है किसी चीज के महंगे होने में और कीमती होने में। सोना महंगा है कि कीमती है, आप बताइए? सोना महंगा होता है, कीमती है। हीरा महंगा होता है कि कीमती होता है? हा? और लोहा, लोहा महंगा होता है कि कीमती होता है? I hope you are getting the point, right? I hope you are getting the point that you have to project your product in a manner that it is gold or diamond for the health of human beings. You have to project your product in a manner like that. आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को उस तरह से प्रोजेक्ट करें। अब आप कहोगे कि सर वो तो ठीक है लेकिन फिर भी प्रोडक्ट महंगा है, उसका भी अभी आंसर मैं आपको नीचे दे दूंगा, अभी और भी स्लाइड्स आएंगी। अगर फिर भी आपको ये लग रहा है कि प्रोडक्ट महंगा है, फिर भी आप नीचे चलेंगे, वो भी आपको ऑल्टरनेटिव में दूंगा। उस केस में भी क्या कर सकते हो आप, ऑल्टरनेटिव सोल्यूशन में दूंगा। This business offers immense opportunity to make lakhs and lakhs of rupees. So think about that. And when you think in those terms, think on those lines कि मेरे को रिटेल में भी लाखों रुपए कमाने हैं, तो वन डे यू विल बी एन एजुकेटर, वन डे यू विल बी अ ट्रेनर, जहां पर आपको लोगों को सिखाना होगा कि इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कैसे देना है, उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कैसे देना है। एंड यू नो व्हाट, it's not about what you speak, how you speak is something that matters. And when we talk about how to speak, that is all your mindset। आपका mindset क्या है कि जवाब तो दे रहे हैं बट आप किस mindset के साथ समझा रहे हो। so then again the question zeroes down to this thing only कि सोना महंगा नहीं होता है, सोना कीमती होता है, क्योंकि सोना आपके स्टेटस को बढ़ाने वाली चीज है, right? When you have a diamond studded ring on your finger, it increases your social status. So having a glass of Sebuckthorn each day and capsule each day is probably going to add some years in your life, add some days in your life, or probably is going to give you quality life when you grow old, right? Quality health when you grow old. So this is something that is consider that should be considered precious। महंगा नहीं, कीमती समझना चाहिए आपको इसको, क्योंकि स्वास्थ्य की अगर बात करें तो स्वास्थ्य की जब बात आती है, हेल्थ की बात आती है, तो जब when it comes to our health, we don't look at प्राइस। आपने आज तक किसी को डॉक्टर से बार्गेनिंग करते देखा है? आप हर जगह बार्गेनिंग करते हो, मतलब हमारे पेरेंट्स होते हैं, दे बार्गेन एवरीवेयर, राइट? एंड सम पीपल लाइक टू डू दिस, लाइक But even the best bargainers of the world probably will not bargain with a doctor, isn't it? Why? Because it is a question of health. And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you my little secret. Never bargain with doctors and chartered accountants. Never ever bargain with them. आप आपको वो एक छोटा सा पेज फंसाएंगे और इतने चक्कर लगाने पड़ेंगे आपको कि वो छोटी सी बार्गेन आपको बहुत महंगी पड़ जाएगी. So try to get the best doctor for yourself and the best CA to handle your accounts in the first place. Right. So moving on. Third thing is, while handling this very objection, try to create a pivot. एक pivot create करने की कोशिश करो ना. Pivoting क्या होता है? It's basically an art in selling where uh, uh, a higher MRP is created in your mind, right? जहां पर आपके दिमाग में एक हायर एमआरपी नंबर क्रिएट हो जाता है एंड जब एक्चुअल प्राइस बताया जाता है तो वो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली कम लगने लगता है. And most of us use this thing during our networking presentations also. हम presentation दिखाते हैं, फिर हम बोलते हैं आपको ये भी सीखने को मिलेगा, आपको ये भी सीखने को मिलेगा, आपको ये भी मिलेगा, आपको प्रोडक्ट भी मिलेगा, ये भी मिलेगा. अब बताओ कितने की कॉस्ट होगी? सो गेस्ट बोलता है कि 2-2.5 लाख रुपए का तो होगा. एंड देन यू कम डाउन टू नहीं, इतने का नहीं है, ये सपोज 12,000, 12,000, 15,000, 8,000, वट एवर यू पिच. तो उसको ऑटोमेटिकली वो 12,000 रुपीज कम लगने लगता है बिकॉज उसके दिमाग में पहले इमेज क्रिएट हुई थी 2 लाख रुपए की. और फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, आप 5 स्टार होटल में गए, आपने मेन्यू उठाया और आपके मन में था अरे कम से कम 1,000 रुपीज की कॉफी तो होगी, और आपने मेन्यू में देखा 300 लिखा हुआ है. अब आपको वो 300 सस्ता लगने लगता है क्योंकि पहले आपने 1,000 रुपए के बारे में सोच लिया होगा. सो इफ यू कैन थ्रू आर्टिकुलेशन of your speech, if you can create a visual image in your consumer's mind about product being, priced higher than what he expects, तो जब आप एक्चुअल प्राइस उनको बताओगे तो उनको सस्ता लगने लगेगा. ये कैसे कर सकते हैं? ये करने का बहुत सिंपल सा तरीका है. जैसे एक एग्जांपल के लिए आप उनको बता सकते हो कि ये कहाँ हो रहा है, कितने डिफिकल्ट टेरेन्स में हो रहा है, कितनी मुश्किल से उसको यहाँ तक लेके आया जाता है. 15 दिन हार्वेस्टिंग होती है, हार्वेस्टिंग के बाद इसको कैसे प्रोसेस करना होता है, और फिर उसके बाद स्टोरेज कितनी टफ कंडीशंस में स्टोर करना होता है. और लेह लद्दाख से पूरा इतना डिफिकल्ट ट्रैक है और वहां से लेकर के यहाँ तक इसको ग्राउंड प्लेन्स एरिया तक ट्रक्स के थ्रू लेके आया जाता है, और फिर पूरे 1 साल के लिए एक साथ खरीद के रखना पड़ता है. इतना आप बोलोगे विद द राइट फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस, उनको अपने आप लगने लग जाएगा दिस इज समथिंग वेरी प्रेशियस, दिस इज समथिंग वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. लाइक डायमंड्स. आप डायमंड खरीदने जाते हो, किसी को बोलते हो भाई ये डायमंड तो बड़ा महंगा है. क्यों इतना महंगा है? तो वो क्या समझाते हैं आपको? साहब साउथ अफ्रीका में वो माइनिंग होती है, कितनी डीप माइनिंग होती है, आपको पता है दिन रात अंधेरों में मशीनरी लगानी पड़ती है, इतना डिफिकल्ट है इसको माइन करना. या गोल्ड, व्हाई इज गोल्ड एक्सपेंसिव, व्हाई इज आयरन नॉट एक्सपेंसिव? बिकॉज it's very difficult to find gold, it's very easy to get iron. आयरन की माइनिंग बहुत आसान है जबकि गोल्ड की माइनिंग इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. कोल, सॉरी, गोल्ड इज एक्सपेंसिव, कोल इज चीपर. व्हाई? बिकॉज कोल माइनिंग इज वेरी इजी compared to mining gold. So if you can somehow put up in words to explain to your consumers how difficult it is to get seabuckthorn to the consumer from the mountains of Leh Ladakh, वो उनके दिमाग में अपने आप इमेज क्रिएट हो जाएगी कि ये तो बड़ी महंगी चीज होगी. गेटिंग इट? और फिर उसके बाद में जब आप उनको बताते हो कि इसके पर ग्लास की कॉस्टिंग 20 रुपीज से भी कम आती है, तब उनको लगता है कि हाँ सस्ता है. फिर आप उनको बताते हो कि अब यही बात है कि रोज रोज तो आपको वो 20 रुपीज का एक ग्लास लेह लद्दाख से लेके आया नहीं जा सकता. तो इसलिए व्हाट कंपनी डज इज कि कंपनी प्रिपेयर्स कॉन्सेंट्रेट्स एंड गिव इट टू यू so that you can make up to 100 glasses and you can feel a good amount of change in your health from that one bottle itself. तो वो बोलेंगे कि हाँ ये आइडिया तो सही है. तो बोलो अब इतने का होगा तो फिर तो कॉस्ट तो बढ़ी जाएगी, इजंट इट? इनफैक्ट मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूंगा आप 50 रुपीज पर ग्लास उनको बोलो. आप बोलो कि 50 रुपीज का एक ग्लास होता है, 100 ग्लास बनेंगे तो 5,000 हो जाएगा, 5,000 रुपीज का पूरा आपको बॉटल पड़ना चाहिए. बट चूंकि आप एक साथ खरीदते हो तो ज्यादा पैकिंग हो जाती है, तो कंपनी के लिए ट्रांसपोर्ट करना आसान हो जाता है, तो उसकी कॉस्ट 5,000 रुपीज नहीं होती, 1,500 रुपीज हो जाती है. This is something that you can practice and you can excel at the same time. अच्छा, डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देना बहुत जरूरी होता है. जहां भी डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस होते हैं, इनफैक्ट मोस्ट ऑफ यू हु आर वेरी गुड एट रिटेल, यू मस्ट हैव फेल्ट इट कि जहाँ-जहाँ आपने डेमोंस्ट्रेशन दिया अपने प्रोडक्ट का, वहाँ-वहाँ नंबर ऑफ सेल्स वर हायर। तो डेमोंस्ट्रेशन के लिए बहुत ही बेसिक सी किट होती है। अगर सी बकथॉर्न जूस के डेमोंस्ट्रेशन की बात करें, तो यू नीड टू हैव वेरी बेसिक थिंग्स सिमिलरली ऑन सिमिलर लाइन्स फॉर तुलसी ड्रॉप्स एज़ वेल एंड ऑन सिमिलर लाइन्स फॉर सम ऑफ योर फेस वॉशेज़ एज़ वेल। तो जहाँ-जहाँ पर भी डेमोंस्ट्रेशन देना पॉसिबल हो, आप डेमोंस्ट्रेशन दीजिए। इनफैक्ट अभी रिसेंटली बिकॉज़ आई एम आल्सो अ यूज़र ऑफ माय ओन प्रोडक्ट्स, तो आई वाज़ एट अ फैमिली इवेंट फ्यू डेज़ अगो। तो देयर वाज़ अ रिलेटिव कमिंग ओवर। तो आपकी जो विंज़ेरा मॉइस्चराइजिंग क्रीम है, उसका जार वहाँ पर था। तो उन्होंने लगाया, मैं तो वही लगा रहा था, तो उन्होंने भी उसको लगाया। बोले कि ओह! इट इज़ सो नाइस। तो ये कहाँ से आपने लिया? तो मैंने बोला कि आई हैव अ फ्रेंड हू गिव इट टू मी, तो आपको कैसा लगा? तो उन्होंने बोला हाँ, अच्छा लगा मुझे। तो मैं बोला हाँ, ठीक है, आई विल आस्क हिम फॉर वन फॉर यू आल्सो। मैंने नहीं बताया कि मेरा ही है, हमारी ही कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट है। मैं बोला हाँ, एक फ्रेंड ने मुझे रिकमेंड किया तो मुझे अच्छा लगा, मैं आपके लिए ला के दूँगा। जस्ट जोकिंग राइट? तो प्रोडक्ट था, प्रोडक्ट मैं यूज़ कर रहा था, उन्होंने माँगी एक क्रीम लगाने के लिए, मैंने उनको ऑफ़र की, उन्होंने ट्राई की, उनको अच्छी लगी, उन्होंने बोला कि हाँ, मैं भी लूँगा इसको। सो आपके पास अगर प्रोडक्ट है, फॉर एग्जांपल पॉकेट परफ्यूम आप पॉकेट में कैरी कर रहे हो और आपने बस ऐसे किसी को दे दिया कि लो, या पॉकेट हैंड वॉश है, आप कहीं जा रहे हो, मॉल में हो, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ हो, आपने बोला अरे यार हैंड वॉश करना है, या आप कहीं खाने जा रहे हो, हैंड वॉश करना है, आपने उनको ऑफर कर दिया कि यूज इट। तो उनको लगेगा कि अरे ये तो बड़ी यूनिक चीज है, ये तो बड़ी अच्छी सी चीज है, लेट मी हैव अ गो विद इट, और मेरे को भी दो। ये एक्चुअल यूसेज हो गया। अदरवाइज़ जो प्रोडक्ट डेमोंस्ट्रेशन के लिए जो आपके पास इन्फॉर्मेशन है, जो आपकी ट्रेनिंग आपको मिली हुई है, जो आप लोग खुद सिखा भी रहे हैं, यू शुड बी सीरियस विद दैट। डेमोंस्ट्रेशन होना बहुत ज़रूरी है। इन फैक्ट आई बिलीव दैट व्हेनेवर यू आर डूइंग अ प्रेजेंटेशन मीटिंग ऑफ 10, 15, 20 पीपल आल्सो, तो यू शुड गिव अ शॉर्ट प्रोडक्ट डेमोंस्ट्रेशन आल्सो। चाहे कोई जॉइन करे भी ना भी करे, लेकिन वो प्रोडक्ट डेमोंस्ट्रेशन देखने के बाद एक बार आपके प्रोडक्ट में इंटरेस्टेड ज़रूर हो जाता है। चाहे आप डेंटोविन का प्रोडक्ट डेमोंस्ट्रेशन कर रहे हो या जूसेस का डेमोंस्ट्रेशन कर रहे हो। नाउ अगर कस्टमर हेजिटेट कर रहा है, इतना सब कुछ होने के बावजूद भी आपका कस्टमर अगर हेजिटेट कर रहा है और आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं भाई ये शायद, सपोज हेल्थ केयर की बात कर रहे हैं अभी, तो शायद ये जूसेस नहीं लेके जाएंगे, तो आप उनको एक कोई भी सीबकथॉर्न का कोई भी बजट प्रोडक्ट जो उनके बजट में फिट हो जाए, वो आप उनको ऑफर कर दो। आई विल शेयर माई वन एग्जाम्पल विथ यू। मैंने एक बार किसी से बात की, उनको मैंने प्रोडक्ट समझाया, सब कुछ बढ़िया-बढ़िया बताया, लेकिन मुझे लगा वो थोड़ा हेजिटेट कर रहे हैं। तो मैंने क्या किया कि उनको एक अपना टूथपेस्ट दे दिया। मैंने बोला आप इसको ट्राई करो। तो बोले ये किस लिए? मैंने कहा आप इसको रखो, आप इसको ट्राई करो और फिर मुझे आप बताना यूज़ करने के बाद। उन्होंने ट्राई किया। 1 हफ्ते बाद में मैं उनसे जब दोबारा मिला, तो मैंने उनको पूछा भी कि और सर आप भूल तो नहीं गए, यूज़ कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो, कि ले जाके रख दिया आपने? तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि निखिल, आई विल टेल यू व्हाट, आई हैड प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ ब्लीडिंग गम्स। मतलब इतनी प्रॉब्लम थी कि मैं केले भी खाता था, इवन इफ आई वाज हैविंग बनानास, देन आल्सो वो गम से ब्लड बनाना के ऊपर लग जाता था। मुझे इतनी सीरियस प्रॉब्लम थी। आपका टूथपेस्ट मैंने यूज़ किया है, 1 वीक हो गया है। अभी मैं एप्पल भी बाइट करता हूँ तो वो नहीं आ रहा है, मेरे गम्स इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहे हैं। 1 वीक में मैंने रिज़ल्ट देखा है। तो मैंने बोला तो सर अब आप बताओ फिर, मैंने तो आपको पहले ही कहा था। फिर इसी तरीके से कन्वर्सेशन चला। दैट पर्सन गिव मी अ बिज़नेस ऑफ समवेयर अराउंड 1.5 लाख रुपीज़। 1.5 लाख रुपए का बिज़नेस उन्होंने मेरे को बाद में दिया। जस्ट दैट मैंने सेंस कर लिया कि शायद ये जूस की बॉटल नहीं परचेज़ करेंगे, ये हेजिटेट कर रहे हैं, तो मैंने इमीडिएटली उनको हमारा टूथपेस्ट ऑफर किया कि कोई बात नहीं, आप इससे स्टार्ट करो। यू कैन आस्क देम टू स्टार्ट विद सीबकथॉर्न टी एज़ वेल, डेंटोविन के साथ शुरू करा सकते हो। किसी भी छोटे अल्टरनेट प्रोडक्ट के साथ आप शुरू करवा सकते हो, एंड वंस दे स्टार्ट लाइकिंग द प्रोडक्ट, दे विल ऑटोमेटिकली बी विथ यू, ट्रस्ट यू मोर। सेकंड क्वेश्चन था, वी विल आस्क आवर डॉक्टर बिफोर टेकिंग इट। सेकंड क्वेश्चन था कि हमारा जो डॉक्टर है, हम डॉक्टर से बात करेंगे और उसके बाद में हम डिसाइड करेंगे। नाउ सी, why most people do this? Because they just want to avoid the buying decision. They are probably not into it. Maybe they, आपका presentation उतना interest जगाने वाला नहीं रहा. You are not able to generate interest of your consumer during the quick presentation process. That's why they are like trying to ignore you, but in a decent manner so that you also don't feel bad. So they are like कि I will ask my doctor before taking it. तो वो मना भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, but actual में आपको मना ही कर रहे हैं वो। तो उसका क्या तरीका है? ट्राई टू इम्प्रूव योर प्रेजेंटेशन इन अ बेटर मैनर पॉसिबल। और दूसरी बात, उनको आप बिफोर एंड आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स दिखाओ, राइट? शो देम बिफोर एंड आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स जस्ट टू एनहांस देयर ट्रस्ट, एंड if done properly, and FFF is used. What is FFF? FFF is feel, felt, found. It's a very basic thing. Probably आप लोग हर बार use करते भी होंगे इसको. Feel, felt, found. That sir, I also felt, you feel this way, I also felt the same way. But once I went through the research articles, once I studied more about it online, and once I saw some results, so I found out that it is something worth giving a try, right? Or फिर this can be solved. Hopefully it will help you. And moving on, एक और क्वेश्चन था, हाउ टू स्टार्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन एंड आस्क देम टू टेक आवर प्रोडक्ट. कॉन्वर्सेशन स्टार्ट कैसे करें? यू मेट somebody in a bus while traveling, in a train while traveling, or somebody in your at a family event. कैसे शुरू करना है? तो बहुत बेसिक सा है, फॉर्म फैक्टर के साथ शुरू कीजिए. फॉर्म फैक्टर क्या होता है? फैमिली, ऑक्यूपेशन, रिक्रिएशन, देन एट द एंड लीव योर मैसेज. फैमिली, आप उनकी फैमिली के बारे में पूछिए, अपने के बारे में बताइए कि सपोज मैं भोपाल का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं नागपुर का रहने वाला हूँ, आप कहाँ से हो, राइट? तो दे विल से कि हाँ, मैं भुवनेश्वर का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं चेन्नई का रहने वाला हूँ. दे विल से समथिंग लाइक दैट, इजंट इट? देन ऑक्यूपेशन. ऑक्यूपेशन क्या है? मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूँ, मैं कॉलेज में पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ. आप भी पढ़ाई करते हो कहीं पे? तो दे विल से हाँ, मैं भी पढ़ाई करता हूँ. या फिर आपने बोला कि मैं तो स्टूडेंट हूँ सर, यहाँ पढ़ाई करता हूँ, साथ में मैं कुछ अपना पार्ट टाइम करता हूँ. वैसे सर आप क्या करते हैं, इफ यू डोंट माइंड? अगर आपसे उम्र में बड़े हैं तो, इफ यू डोंट माइंड सर आप क्या करते हैं? तो दे विल से थिंग्स लाइक कि मैं ऐसे जॉब कर रहा हूँ, या मैं रिटायर्ड पर्सन हूँ, या मैं फार्मिंग में हूँ, या मैं एग्रीकल्चर में हूँ. कुछ ऐसा वो आपको आंसर करेंगे. उसके बाद में रिक्रिएशन. नाउ व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट रिक्रिएशन, तो आप एक बहुत ही अच्छा तरीका है ये क्वेश्चन. यू लव पोस्ट व्हेन यू आर फ्री, यू हैव फ्री टाइम. ये एक अच्छा तरीका है उनसे पूछने का कि जब आप खाली होते हो तो आप क्या करते हो, खाली समय में आप क्या करना पसंद करते हो. यहाँ जब आप पूछते हो तो वो बोलेंगे कि मैं म्यूजिक सुनता हूँ, या मैं मूवीज देखता हूँ, या मैं अपनी फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करना चाहता हूँ, मैं घूमता फिरता हूँ, मैं पढ़ता हूँ. इस तरह की कुछ बातें आएंगी, और फिर आपको भी वही कह देना है कि हाँ, आई ऑल्सो हैव सिमिलर इंटरेस्ट. एंड देन यू लीव अ मैसेज. हाउ विल यू लीव अ मैसेज? जैसे आपने उनको पहले बता दिया कि मैं पार्ट टाइम कर रहा हूँ, तो फिर आप उनको बताते हो कि वैसे मैं आपको यही बताऊं, मैं जब फ्री टाइम में रहता हूँ, रिक्रिएशन के साथ कनेक्ट करना है आपको, कि मैं जब फ्री टाइम में रहता हूँ तो मैं लोगों को एजुकेट करता हूँ. तो पूछेंगे किस चीज के बारे में, और फिर वहां से शुरू हो जाएगी आपकी हेल्थ से रिलेटेड क्विक प्रेजेंटेशन की जो बातें थी, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग कि आप स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली उनको आपके मैसेज तक कन्वे करके लेके जाते हो. ये फॉर्म फैक्टर है. देन यू मस्ट एंश्योर प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबिलिटी विथ यू. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि आप पूरा अपना बैग या किट साथ कैरी करो, बट कुछ ना कुछ आपके, जो भी आप हैंड बैग रखते हो, या आप लैपटॉप बैग कैरी करते हो, या कुछ भी आप कर रहे हो ट्रैवल किट में, कुछ तो आपके साथ रहता ही होगा. इवन आपके पास में जो आपका सैंपल किट है, टेस्टर किट सीबकथॉर्न का, वो ही रहता होगा. तो आप उनको वो भी दिखा सकते हो. इनफैक्ट मेनी पीपल हैव सेड कि हमने तो हाथों हाथ वही सेल कर दिया, राइट? एनीवेज, व्हाई शुड वी ट्रस्ट सीबकथॉर्न? व्हाट इफ इट विल हैव साइड इफेक्ट्स? ये भी एक क्वेश्चन आया था कि हम सीबकथॉर्न पे भरोसा कैसे करें. हो सकता है आप में से भी कुछ लोगों ने फेस किया, इनफैक्ट आप ही में से कुछ लोगों ने ये क्वेश्चन भेजा भी है. एंड व्हाट इफ इट विल हैव साइड इफेक्ट्स? तो इसको कैसे हैंडल करना है इस ऑब्जेक्शन को? सबसे पहला, सबसे सिंपल, सबसे बेसिक, use FFF. You feel this way? I also felt the same way. But later on, I found out that there are so many researches which have been done. There are so many special things to speak about it. Like Modi ji is talking about it, Baba Ramdev is talking about it. और कितनी तेजी से ये ग्रो हो रहा है. इनफैक्ट जो लद्दाख यूटी की जो अभी यूनियन टेरिटरी बना है, और वहाँ पर जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, दे आर फोकसिंग सो मच ऑन सीबकथॉर्न. तो इस तरीके से आप बातें कर सकते हो वहाँ पर. फिर इसके साथ-साथ आप बिफोर एंड आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स भी उनको दिखा सकते हो, और बिफोर एंड आफ्टर रिजल्ट्स दिखाने से भी असर पड़ता है, लोगों का विश्वास थोड़ा-सा बढ़ता है. और जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया कि मोदी जी हैं, बाबा रामदेव जी के जो वीडियोज़ हैं, और डॉक्टर देवेश का एक इंटरव्यू आपके चैनल पे हुआ था यूट्यूब पे,
वो आई थिंक इट वुड स्टिल बी देयर अवेलेबल ऑन द इंटरनेट। आप वहां से भी कंटेंट निकाल सकते हो कि देखिए ये कार्डियक डॉक्टर्स भी हैं जो कि फोर्टिस एस्कॉर्ट्स में काम करते हैं, और दे आर आल्सो स्पीकिंग गुड थिंग्स अबाउट सी बकवान। इनफैक्ट देयर इज अ पर्टिकुलर पार्ट इन दैट वीडियो, अगर आप ध्यान से सुनो तो जहां पर उन्होंने बोला है कि मुझे पहले नहीं पता था इसके बारे में, लेकिन जब से मैंने पढ़ा है तब से मुझे भी लग रहा है कि ये बहुत शानदार चीज है। ये एक कहीं पर एक छोटी सी क्लिप आती है, आप ढूंढ लो, आप ध्यान से सुनो, ढूंढ लो और उसी को प्ले कर दिया करो आगे। Another question was how to retain customer for second time order. Second time order करने के लिए कस्टमर को रिटेन कैसे करना है? Now see, second time ordering के लिए तो प्रोसेस फर्स्ट टाइम से ही शुरू हो जाना चाहिए ना। फर्स्ट टाइम में ही आप क्या किस तरह से उनके साथ में बिहेवियर रख रहे हो, दैट विल एंश्योर अ रिपीट ऑर्डर। इसको इसको टेक्निकल टर्म्स में बोला जाता है ब्रांड रिकॉल, कि आपका ब्रांड रिकॉल कितना है, लाइक आपको रिपीट ऑर्डर्स कितने मिल रहे हैं। तो here you should use the RPRDRF formula. I hope most of you are aware with it. If not, please consult your seniors. They will surely educate you about this. RPRDRF का full form मैं आपको जरूर बताऊंगा। Right product, right dosage and right feedback. सही प्रोडक्ट रेकमेंड कीजिए उनको, सही डोज उनको बताइए कि उनको कब लेना है, कितनी अमाउंट में लेना है, और राइट फीडबैक इन द सेंस कि टाइमली उनसे क्वेश्चंस पूछिए, एंड क्वेश्चंस शुड बी फ्रेम्ड स्मार्टली, राइट। कि अगर आपको लग रहा है कि किसी आपने डायबिटिक पेशेंट को दिया और आप उनसे 15 दिन बाद ही फीडबैक कॉल कर रहे हो, 10 दिन बाद फीडबैक कॉल कर रहे हो, और आपको पता है कि 10 दिन में तो जरूरी नहीं है कि शुगर लेवल एकदम से डिप कर जाए, तो आप उनसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो कि वैसे सर ज्यादातर लोग, ध्यान से सुनिए, ज्यादातर लोग जिन्होंने ये हमारा प्रोडक्ट कंज्यूम किया है, दे हैव रिपोर्टेड इन द फर्स्ट 10 to 15 days ऑफ देयर कंजम्पशन कि उनकी थकान थोड़ी सी कम होती है, उनको उनके पैरों में जलन वाली जो फीलिंग थी वो कम हुई, एंड दे फील इम्प्रूव्ड डाइजेशन ऑल्सो, एसिडिटी भी कम हुई। क्या इनमें से कुछ थोड़ा बहुत आपको भी फील हो रहा है? इफ यू पुट अप योर वर्ड्स इन इफ यू फ्रेम योर वर्ड्स इन दिस मैनर, दैट क्या इनमें से कुछ थोड़ा बहुत आपको भी फील हो रहा है, लिटिल बिट, डू यू ऑल्सो फील हैपनिंग? सो दे विल से yes, yes, not 100% but yes, little little I am feeling। अगर आपको 1% भी पॉजिटिव फीडबैक मिल जाए, बस यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन दैट 1% अलोन एंड जस्ट give him ask him to have patience that the product will work। You need to have patience, follow the right diet program, right guidelines। In fact, I am very very happy the way yesterday's event was conducted। आप में से जितने लोगों ने भी कल पार्टिसिपेट किया होगा हेल्थ कोच प्रोग्राम की अवेयरनेस के लिए, it's an amazing thing। Many requests have already come up and hopefully Udit ji will also talk about it soon। तो it's an amazing tool if you go for it। Obviously आपके बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए आपके पास खुद के पास credentials add on हो जाएंगे। Right. So moving on, RPRDRF is a basic thing that you can use. Then relationship. Relationship actually do matter a lot। देखिए अगर रिलेशनशिप अच्छे आप बना पाते हो किसी के साथ में, तो इवन इफ दे आर नॉट गेटिंग वंडरफुल एंड ग्रेट एंड सिग्निफिकेंट रिजल्ट्स in the first month also, they will have patience with you if relationship is maintained। अब relationship maintain करने का सबसे आसान तरीका होता है व्हाट्सएप। मान लो आपका कोई कंज्यूमर है, उसने व्हाट्सएप पे स्टेटस लगाया, डू नॉट इग्नोर इट, रिप्लाई कर दो उनको कुछ। अगर व्हाट्सएप स्टेटस लगाए तो रिप्लाई कर दो उनको कुछ। इफ यू फाउंड सम गुड पोस्ट रिगार्डिंग टू द प्रॉब्लम दैट दे आर फेसिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर उनको मान लीजिए अगर उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, लाइक हेयर फॉल का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, तो आपको कुछ अच्छा पोस्ट कहीं मिला, आपने वो शेयर कर दिया उनके साथ में कि ये प्रॉब्लम आई थॉट इट विल हेल्प, ऐसे लिख करके आपने एक पोस्ट उनको शेयर कर दिया। दे विल लाइक कि obviously मतलब this person has not just sold me a product but he's or she's probably trying to give me education also। इस तरह से जब होता है तो इट्स नॉट जस्ट दैट कि आपने फर्स्ट टाइम में अनियन शैम्पू दिया था तो सेकंड टाइम में अनियन शैम्पू का ऑर्डर मेरे को लेना है, नहीं, ऐसे मत सोचिए। एक एक ट्रांजैक्शन, बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन अनियन शैम्पू के साथ स्टार्ट तो हो सकता है, बट मे बी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आगे जाकर के आपको एक बड़ा ऑर्डर भी उनके थ्रू मिल जाए। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव गुड रिलेशनशिप विद देम, एंड देन कम्स द C to D पार्ट। द बेस्ट थिंग प्रोबेबली कि आप अपने कस्टमर को, कंज्यूमर को डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बनने का ऑफर दे दीजिए ना। and once you give them an offer to become your distributor, so obviously there is a huge business potential waiting to be unleashed। राइट? और आप में से जिन भी लोगों ने किया है, उनको पता है इसके एडवांटेजेस क्या होते हैं, राइट? नाउ मूविंग ऑन टू द लास्ट फ्यू, हाउ टू बिल्ड न्यू कस्टमर लिस्ट, नई कस्टमर लिस्ट कैसे बनानी है? देयर आर अ फ्यू वेरी बेसिक वेज, सिंपल वेज। पीटीपी, आपका जो प्रोडक्ट टच पॉइंट है, एवरी डे यू विल गेट न्यू पीपल वॉकिंग बाय योर पीटीपी। यू कैन स्टार्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन, हैव अ टॉक विद देम, वहां से कंज्यूमर लिस्ट बढ़ सकता है। यू कैन सिट एंड डिस्कस विथ योर टीम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, आपके जो टीममेट्स हैं उनकी डायरी उठाओ, उनकी डायरी की लिस्ट उठाओ, उसमें कंज्यूमर लिस्ट भी आप बनाते हो, वहां से आपको बहुत सारी लिस्ट बन के आ सकती है, क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली आपकी डाउनलाइन के कंज्यूमर्स भी तो एक तरीके से आपके कंज्यूमर हुए ना। यूज इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम, जब कभी भी इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम अनाउंस होता है, फॉर एग्जांपल बी टू बी इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम अनाउंस हुआ था अभी लास्ट मंथ, ऐसा कभी भी अगर होता है इन फ्यूचर, तो आप अपनी फैमिली मेंबर्स को बोल सकते हो कि मुझे इंटर्नशिप ऑफर हो रही है जिसको मैं कंप्लीट कर सकता हूँ, मे बी आई विल गेट स्टाइपेंड आल्सो ऑन सक्सेसफुल कंप्लीशन, तो मुझे बताइए किसको किसको आर्थराइटिस का पेन है, किसको किसको डायबिटीज है, किसको किसको हेयर फॉल है, मुझे बताइए, क्योंकि मेरे को प्रोडक्ट्स निकलवाने हैं। तो फ्रॉम देयर यू कैन गेट सम genuine references, and then you, if you have knowledge, good knowledge, आप अगर थोड़ा बहुत डिजिटल जानते हो, तो you can experiment with social media ad campaigns also. And the last one, before I wrap up my part, is should we give free samples? ये इसका बहुत सिंपल सा जवाब है, yes, you should, using situational wisdom. You should use situational wisdom. uh, I won't say कि आप ऐसे ही किसी को भी देते चलो, you should judge the person, you should judge the business opportunity coming from that person. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि इस बंदे के थ्रू मेरे को आगे जाकर के रिपीट बिजनेस आ सकता है, तो आप कर। अब सपोज आप पीटीपी पे हो और आपके पीटीपी पे कोई जस्ट वॉकिंग बाय सम स्ट्रेंजर केम और उन्होंने बोला आप मेरे को एक फ्री सैंपल दे दो, मुझे अच्छा लगेगा तो मैं आपको रिपीट ऑर्डर दूंगा। आई वोंट सजेस्ट कि, क्योंकि जिसको आप बिल्कुल नहीं जानते, आप कभी मिले भी नहीं, फर्स्ट टाइम में वो आपसे एक सैंपल मांग रहे हैं और आपने उनको फ्री में दे भी दिया। इनफैक्ट आई वुड अप्रिशिएट सम ऑफ यू जो शेयर करते हैं कि वो फ्री में कुछ भी नहीं देते हैं, दे चार्ज फॉर सैंपल्स ऑल्सो, वो सैंपल का भी चार्ज करते हैं, फ्री में कुछ नहीं देते हैं। एंड आई स्ट्रांगली एंडोर्स दिस आइडिया, क्योंकि फ्री में दी हुई चीज की ना कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती है। व्हेन यू पे फॉर समथिंग, यू गिव वैल्यू टू दैट थिंग ऑल्सो। लोग फिर यूज भी करते हैं उसको जब फ्री में जब जब परचेज करके लेके आते हैं आपसे, राइट? So this was all from my side for today's quick presentation and objection handling part. Now I'll hand it over to Vijay ji to carry forward the conversation. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. All the best, everyone. ऑल राइट, सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी मोर मोमेंट, मैं खुद ही नेक्स्ट जो आज के हमारे स्पेशल डेलीगेट हैं, मैं उनको इनवाइट करूंगा। ही इज one of my oldest friends now, and probably somebody whose enthusiasm inspires everyone. And I am also one of a big fan of the enthusiasm that he carries. Like, मतलब उनकी बातें जो होती हैं, द वे ही स्पीक्स, यकीन मानिए, वाकई में जो एनर्जी वो लेके आते हैं एक मीटिंग में, वो रोंगटे खड़े कर देने वाली एनर्जी होती है। एंड आई फील extremely privileged to have this gentleman in my life, and working together, it's an amazing thing. We sit together, share so many ideas, and have contrarian views also. And he's somebody, I'll tell you what, uh, amongst all four of us, amongst all the senior SOL core also, he's someone who is always coming up with new ideas, challenging the status quo, challenging the existing thought process कि क्यों ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर सकते, let's try it this way, let's try it that way. You may not be knowing, but a lot of development that has happened at your company over the last few months, all credit goes to his brainchild. He is always coming up with new ideas to make your day-to-day business experience better and better. And without much ado, let me invite Mr. Udit Chawla ji. uh, Udit ji, I have made you the host. Udit ji, if you are there,
Yes, sir.
like Udit ji. Yes,
Yeah.
over to you, sir. Over to you, Udit ji, please.
Okay. So I would love to thanks Nikhil sir and बहुत अच्छे से सर ने बहुत सारी प्रेजेंटेशन एंड ऑब्जेक्शन हैंडलिंग की बातें जो हमारे साथ में डिस्कस करी हैं और जितनी बारीकी से डिस्कस करी हैं मुझे लगता है कि अगर हम उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली हमारा रिटेल बिजनेस बहुत अच्छे से ग्रो करेगा और मैं अब सबसे पहले तो मैं आपके साथ में एक स्टोरी शेयर करना चाहता हूँ और जिससे आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि जो बातें निखिल सर ने अभी करी हैं हमें उसको कैसे यूटिलाइज करना है। एक बार एक हस्बैंड होते हैं वो एक पैरेट खरीद के लाते हैं तो बड़ा अच्छा सा पैरेट होता है लाइक काफी अच्छा सा पैरेट होता है सो दैट हस्बैंड बाइज अ नाइस पैरेट और वो पैरेट को अपने घर में लेकर आते हैं तो अपनी वाइफ को देते हैं वो पैरेट कि इसको रखो और वो वापस बाहर चले जाते हैं। तो जब वो वापस आते हैं 2-3 घंटे बाद 4 घंटे बाद 5 घंटे बाद मतलब वट एवर टाइम ही टेक्स व्हेन ही कम्स बैक व्हाट ही सॉ इज दैट उनकी वाइफ ने उस पैरेट को कुक करके बना दिया है। फिलोसफिकल स्टोरी है, कुछ भी हो सकता है मान लो। अभी वाइफ ने वो पैरेट को कुक करके बना दिया है तो हस्बैंड पूछते हैं कि भाई ये क्या करा, अच्छा वाला पैरेट देकर गया था तो उसको तो तुमने मतलब चिकन बना दिया। तो वाइफ सेज कि अब वो बोलते हैं, हस्बैंड बोलते हैं कि तुम्हें पता था दिस पैरेट कैन स्पीक मल्टीपल लैंग्वेज, दिस पैरेट वाज हैविंग दिस बेनिफिट, दिस पैरेट वाज हैविंग दैट बेनिफिट एंड व्हाट यू डिड विद दैट, लाइक यू हैव जस्ट कुक्ड आउट दैट पैरेट, राइट? आपने उसको तो बस कुक ही कर दिया। तो वाइफ सेज कि मैंने उसको बहुत कोशिश करी खाना खिलाने की, उसने खाना नहीं खाया। तो मुझे लगा कि आप ऐसे ही लाए हो, बनाने के लिए लाए होगे, आप पूर नॉन वेजिटेरियन हो, तो मुझे लगा ये भी खाने के लिए लाए होगे तो मैंने बना दिया, राइट? तो मैंने कुक कर दिया। So what I want to tell you is whatever things that Nikhil sir has given you, the content, objection handling tips, presentation tips, Nikhil sir has given you was like that parrot. Now what I want to tell you is don't be like that particular wife who cook it in a wrong way, right? कि बस डायरी में नोट किया और भूल गए, because whatever you listen and whatever you pen down in your diary, that is not your learning is. After listening something, after penning down something in your diary, it becomes learning when you go out and implement it. Up till and unless you don't implement what you have heard, what you have penned down in your diary, up till and unless you don't go out and implement it, it is not a learning yet. It was a lecture. Lecture becomes learning when you implement that. And the tips that you have got from Nikhil sir regarding presentation and regarding objection handling, it is like much needed thing at your level of retailing at which level you are doing. But the point is, do you take a commitment that as soon as this meeting ends up, if there is a possibility to do that, or maybe tomorrow, the next challenge you should have is go and implement it, right? Go and implement it, right? Whatever things you have heard from Nikhil sir. Right now my throat is not keeping well. I'm taking Paz Tulsi regularly to keep it well, so just mind me, right? If I hope so my voice will be very audible to each one of you. Now before I come to my part and I share my thoughts with you, before that I would love to call upon few leaders. I would love to call upon two leaders, and their part is, I think so, their part is far more important than that of mine also, because they will be sharing up their active experiences of consumer building with each one of you. So before I come up and share my passive one, I would love to call upon few leaders who should come up and share the active experiences of them, right? So without wasting any time, I will love to call upon two leaders if they are present in the meeting, and I hope so. Just let me. So I will love to call upon, first I will love to call upon Nitya ji, right, to come up and to share her part, and with the kind of enthusiasm you were listening Nikhil sir, and the kind of enthusiasm you would be having to listen me, you should have similar and even better enthusiasm when you are listening to the leaders which I am going to call upon, because you will get very active knowledge from them, right? So without wasting any time, I would love to call upon Nitya ji, and I am making Nitya ji as host now. Yes. Yeah, Nitya ji, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
So, good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. Yeah. So, before I tell my part, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nityashree, and I am from Hyderabad. Okay, so I represent myself in this world as a health coach. So, the second thing is like my identity is in my college and outside the market, that is a social entrepreneur. This is my identity. Even I carry my business card as well. So telling you why I'm trying to tell you my identity, because I feel like you need to carry this identity when you are a retailer. What made me do this all stuff is like I have took that inside with the soul of thing that I'm a health coach, professional health coach. This is what I represented. So let me tell you how I started. So what happened is like I have started in the month of March until December. If anyone of my upline asked me to do retail, I would have said that yeah, yes, I'll show you, and I would have cut the call. I've never tried retail. So what happened? One day I got a vibe of doing retailing. Let me tell you what motivated me. How I got the vibe. The vibe I got because of e-commerce. Right. So what happened is like one day I got to know we can make a banner, pop up, everything in e-commerce website. So I got a little bit like an enthusiasm of having my own e-commerce website. So what I have done, I have asked. See, I'm a BIPC background person, so I don't know what editing and all. Right. So I took my one of my appliance help. He have made me a banner and pop up. So what happened? There was a session. Okay, I have done it, but the next 15 days I have never used my e-commerce website. So there was a session. So what happened, sir, is like I really thank Udit sir. So what happened is one day Udit sir said that you people tell me if you're working on your own startup, how you will work. See, I felt like sir said this statement, and I understood like if I have started my own startup, it may be organic farming or something. I would have stopped eating my food on time. I would have not slept on time. This was my kind of like what kind of person we will become. We'll do lot of hard work, right? Then I got it. Let me try it. Let me just initiate it. So I was staying in a college hostel with a population of more than somewhere 3,000 people will be staying. I mean, you can consider at least 1,000 people will be staying in that college hostel. Okay. So what happened? In my only block, there will be of nearly 400 people. Okay. At the night of at the time of dinner time, 8 o'clock, I have completed my dinner. I took my e-commerce website. I mean, I just what I've done is like I took some products with me. I was having some stock, some 3,000 stock of all hair oil, shampoos, or something. Okay, I started knocking door every door. Knocked 10 doors. Was getting from every person at least one order.
Yep.
See, don't think it was just a hair oil, shampoo, a toothpaste, a face wash. With that, on that single night, I was getting 3,000 rupees of order. So as initial person, it motivated me like, okay, Nitya, you can do it. It's a very good thing. So on my upline, I said this thing. Then he said that take the money. Very next day, I took money from them. Let me tell you, I approached like what the content I delivered them. Okay, I said them that guys, you know, I'm from your college. I'm from your class. I'm a classmate of you. So how we feeling? Like your friend, your classmate started some. You tell me, guys. So before telling you, I was like let me tell you the way I'm speaking right now, right? The same way I was carrying the same enthusiasm there, but in a normal way, not in a like as Nikhil sir have said, we should not become like a crow. We should not shout. Arvadu. Simple way. You have to convey what is your part in a normal language. So, with a small statements, with a very good tone, I started telling about myself. like there was my friend Nikita. She was having acne. I went to her, Nikita. You can see me also. I'm also having bad acne. Even I'm working on it. So my dear, so I have started a startup. I'm having an e-commerce website now, like Amazon, Zomato, Swiggy. Like Jeff Bezos is having his own e-commerce website. The same way I'm having my own e-commerce website. This way I conveyed him. I conveyed my part. So that's how I started taking order. The very next day, I went to college. There was an external lab. Then one of my senior faculty, I spoke to him. I said him the same content, and I took 4,000 rupees of order. Then the very next day, he have ordered, right? He was feeling so happy of having a student like me. I was just first year student, my dear friends, and I'm from a BPC background, but I'm doing plant related course. I'm not a doctor, by the way. I'm not a MBBS student. I'm doing plant related course. So I don't know nothing about human body related diseases or something. But what happened, what made me do is like the it motivated me. That's the only statement motivated me, and I started doing it. Okay, so this is how I started. So I was in the semester examination, I was able to make within 3 days 12,000 rupees of order. Right. So that's how I started.
Yes,
That to sell
yes,
products.
Nitya ji. Yes, Nitya
Yeah.
ji. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So what happened? This was a thing going on. Then afterward, so I got a little bit mindset. And let me tell you, you people might be knowing this story of frogs. Like frogs will all the frogs like you might have heard a story that all the frogs will like fear like they'll be fearing to climb the what is it tower. But एक ही frog ऐसी है कि वो without like it was deaf, so they don't know that a frog does not know that it can't hear anyone's that there will be no person saying that you can't do it. There will be no person who is not like there is అంటే ఎవరు లేరు ఎవరైతే నువ్వు ఇది చెయ్యలేవు నిత్య అని చెప్పే పర్సన్ నాకు లేరు అక్కడ. ఓకే, वहां पर कोई नहीं है जो व्यक्ति कह सकता है कि आपको ये काम नहीं कर आप ये काम नहीं कर सकते हो और ये कोई भी कर नहीं सकते ये. There was something like there was no one person who is that like I hope you got my part. So what happened is like I was that frog. Okay, no one said me that you can't do retailing or else you can't do big in retailing, or no one said me that the retailing is tough. Let me tell you. So I started. That's how. So I was doing well. So this was the thing, sir. I started in this way. This what I want. This is how I wanted to convey my
Okay.
introduction.
Mhm.
So I wanted to share three things. The first thing is like what you have to concentrate. So first thing is like I wanted to say that crore, CROEORE. Kindly just note it down. What does it mean is like what is what like see. First thing is like focus, failure. These both are related. How? How it is related? Let me tell you. If you focus on crore, then you'll become successful. If you does not focus on crore, you'll become failure. So what is crore? See, what is crore is nothing but see first is checking. What you have to check. C stands for checking. You have to check whether first thing is like whether you are whether you're giving the right product or not, and whether the product like the you have given the product to someone, right? That person is taking the product on regular basis or not. This thing you have to check. As a retailer, you have to check everything about your customer. Second, you have to take reviews. If the person got any kind of in a 15 days, as sir have said, I have observed I have created more than 400 base of consumer base. I have observed that in those 400, nearly 30 to 40% people have said me that in 15 to 20 days they were feeling active. They were not feeling there is nothing like weakness or something. In majorly in girls, in ladies. So you have to take a proper review. The third thing, order. The place of like you are taking the order, right? Order repurchase should be done on right time, because see if you're giving a bottle, it it will be like will be the consumer consumes it for 40 days most probably, right? So you have to take the only. See, if I give a laddu to 100 people, how much does it? How many people can take? How much quantity? Single. It's like a small bite, right? The same way, consumer. If the person is having diabetic for the past 10 years, how can that person get a result in 1 month? You tell me. It's not possible. So convey this thing prior in the first talk itself that you have to consume the product for 3 to 6 months on sure. So this is a thing. An average cycle, as I was discussing with Udit sir, the average cycle of a life cycle is 3 months most probably. And I've seen for consumers they'll be consuming more than approximately 5 months hardly. Only few people will be consuming, but most probably 1 month, 2 months, 3 months is average. And I have said you see, checking, R, review. Third is O, order, repurchase. Fourth is R, referrals. See, referral comes when you had a very good bond with your consumer. How you have to take the referrals is like when you're talking to your consumer. So you have to maintain a very good bonding, I'm telling you. You have to become very kind. You have to try to be a great listener. You have to talk to that person and you have to take good information from. See, consumer is someone, not only consumer, any human, they like seeing someone who are concerned about them. So you have to build genuinely, you have to do this thing in your real life also, not only for consumer building. So to take referrals, R is referrals. It's very major because the consumer lifespan will be ending for after 3 months. So what you have to do is like once you have to talk to the consumer for every 15 days, 10 days. At least you have to see that person. You have to smile for if you're meeting in offline, you just smile to that person. Have a small talk of 5 minutes or 2 minutes. That's it. But it makes them happy. Then start one day. Just give a call and ask them, sir, as you're getting a good as you're getting good results or you're consuming right, so why can't you give me some kind of referrals? So this is a small request from my side. This way, in a nice tone, you have to talk. And E is the biggest asset that is your e-commerce website. Start sharing it either through your consumers, either form links, either Instagram, either WhatsApp. This is the thing I wanted to convey. And three things in very short, I'll say the major topics: direct follow through, indirect follow through, closing of customer. So direct follow through. What is direct follow through? Is like coming to the direct point to take the product. Like how? There are some ways. One thing is like, see, as I introduce myself to my friends, to my faculty, I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm having my identity. See, the major thing what made me stand on this business in terms of retail and all is my identity. It is my business card. I'm telling you. I have done my business card, and that's how the vibe came into inside me, and I cannot represent myself in other aspects except social entrepreneur. That identity came into me. So kindly prepare your own e-commerce business card. So what is direct follow through? Coming to the directly point, how? One is one is I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm having my own e-commerce. This is one way. The second, if you see someone, yeah, pinching to the directly point, it makes hurt. It hurts someone. But don't come to the point directly. If you see me, I was having very bad acne. Everyone who comes to me, they used to say, "Are Nitya, you were so smart in the intermediate. Now you're getting acne." That hurts me. But if someone says me coming to me, Nitya, though you're having pimples now, you're so you're so superb, beautiful. It makes me smile. This way I was. What I understood is like I should not go to the direct point, pinch them, pointing to them, you're fat, you're thin, you're diabetic. Don't do this thing. But how you can come to the direct point is like build a conversation, build a rapport, talk to that person. After building rapport, ask them, "Arey bhai, as a as a good friend of you, can I say you something? Can I suggest you something?" And they said, "Yeah, tell me." Obviously, they tell this thing. Then I'll say that, "Arey, actually, I've ordered something that is, I'm having some startup. I educate people about health. So there is a product for you. It helps you a lot. See, don't think about if you're talking to if you're giving a product to students, no, try to give for MRP. It doesn't help. See, as they're students, if they're not capable of taking it, give them a seat. So what I used to do in my friends, I know they don't take it for MRP, they feel costly because they don't have a good knowledge about health. They don't know the value of its Sibapton. Uh, they don't have a value for health in their mindset, right? So I used to give the product for students for CP, most probably MRP if the person is having some good financial background. Okay, so we used to come to the point that, so we are having pimples now, we are having tea tree facial wash, we are having concentrate juice. This is the way. And see, if you notice someone, see, what kind of mindset, what was my focus? I'm telling you, if some fat person is going on, the only thing comes to in my mind, are two things are going on. One, this is my kind of my target was if my target was fixed, right? I need wherever I go, if I'm building I'm having a chance to build conversation, pakka I'll retail something. This how you have to focus. See, we are in India. We are having full of population wherever. See, are you going in a place where there is no human? No, right? Wherever you go, you'll be finding human. I do retailing in traveling. I do retailing in everywhere wherever I find people. Okay, so this is the thing. So in traveling also you can carry. See, try to carry at least one juice or one capsule or anything. I carry always in my bag to college also. One day, once what happened? There was like I was carrying my juice, my juice and capsules of weed blast and different capsule. One person, like through my fact, they made me sit in a cabin. They have introduced me for an entrepreneur. I have sold him 10,000 products. How? I have gave him sample. I took the money 10,000 privately. The next day I have gave him the remainder. So you have to carry some samples, some products. This is a thing of direct follow through, and yeah. So if I talk about like indirect follow through, opposite of this thing, as sir have said, for relatives or for someone, you can find some people in your around that they don't like. Obviously, you find someone like in family or something. If you suggest something related to your own, like if I'm saying my family people that I'm having my Odika's website, please kindly take it. They think that she's getting profit, na, that's why she's promoting. No. So for these people, you have to do indirect follow. How? As sir have said, if let's say that one of my friend is suggested, like one of my friend have suggested, so I've ordered it in this way. And I used to call my friends on a random days, on a random time. Like, Ari, Mulli, na, actually, I was having acne, na. I had ordered a tea tree facial, I got good results. This month also I'm ordering. It's having shipping charges actually. I thought of why can't I say you as you can also get good results. Should I order it now? He said the person says yeah, yeah, you can order it to me. I'll pay you tomorrow. He's a trust factor person, so I would have ordered it. This how the very next day I used to give the product. I used to take the money. This is an indirect follow. So I'm not going deep. The reason I'm not going deep is for this indirect follow through is that it's not a, don't follow the content. Uh, you can do indirect follow through in as you're not showing the identity. You can do in different ways. It's a very easy thing. So how to close a customer? How to close a customer depends on how the person see what I understood. If you're going for a rich person, uh, we need to promote 3 months order for sure. That if the person is having financial background, we have to give him for MRP only for 3 months product as a kid. But how you have to closing is like one way is like I'm having few orders to your locality. See, Chachi, I'm actually sending to like near to your place of Nizamabad. So there are some orders of somewhere 10 orders for me in Nizamabad. So why can't you give me to by tonight so that I'll be also sending you by to I will be ordering for you also today in the night so that I need not to bother for you never because you'll be getting bulk order easily. I mean fast basis. I used to say like what I said is like in your locality, you'll be like in the same locality you are staying. I am having few orders, so I'm placing the order today night. So kindly save me today night so that I'll be sending all the orders every time. Second, how to create urgency in the second part for the people who are middle class or poor people who are not affordable. You can say them that see, some person may take they'll be capable of there is no person that they cannot take any product of us every person can take some or the other product. It may be Fitwin, it may be toothpaste, it may be anything. My law of average is like 10 out of 10. Let me tell you how 10 out of 10. See, it's probably 9, but the 10th person orders me because I'll be in relation with that person. Maybe that person does not orders it now, but in upcoming in couple of months, couple of days, he'll be ordering for sure because I'm in conversation. They always ask how your business is going on. At the end, the conversation comes by them or else by me. But I'll be bringing it for sure. This is the thing. So in the closing part, you can do one way the locality one. The second one, we are having some discount. Of if you purchase 5k rupees product, we are having a discount of 20% for, that we can convey for CP. If you ordered it by tonight only, we'll be giving you for this discount or by 31st of this month. You can say this thing. The third thing is like uh, yeah. So the third thing is like you can either say that see don't what I understood is like if you give discount the very next month also he tries to ask you for the discounts only and the discount continues every month. So if you are giving a discount, don't give that person don't decrease the product value, don't decrease the money of the product. Add some other product on the discount. See, I'm telling the five 5,000. You can see in this way, 5,000 you'll be getting 500 free product. Say this use this one rather than saying that you'll be getting 500 rupees off because if you're given discount now remember one thing, you're giving the discount not from the company in behalf of company, from your pocket, from your income you're giving it. So don't try to give discounts. If you give discount also you can give this by giving the product in terms of discounts. And that's it that I wanted to convey. The very last one I wanted to say is like, see, people think that they'll try calling 10 calls and they says that, huh, retailing is not my cup of tea. Don't ever think in this way. And the second thing is that here also there is a law of averages, but here it is not same as networking. We don't have a law of averages the same as networking 10 is to 3 or something like that. Here the law of averages varies person to person. The way you're conveying, the major thing here, the law of average increases by the confidence you are having on the product. The first thing you can able to do retailing only when you have belief on the product. The belief comes. I can show you the like how the I will be using the product. See, you can see I'm keeping my products beside of me. I consume it daily, nearly per month 6,000 of products for sure, either for me, for my mom and parents and all. Collagen, Fitwin, Wheatgrass, Tulsi. These are the regular products I use because I got a very good belief. Let me tell you, see, a person does not see. I'm telling you on the face that you can't do retail unless and until in a very good way, unless you don't get very good results. I saw many people who are very thin in the organization. They are from very long period, but they're not able to gain the weight. Why you can't you're in weight or why you're not able to become fit? See, when I am able to see, I have lost 14 kgs of weight and now I got to put out 4 kgs of weight also. But how? Because I wanted to do that. I did not become weight only. I increased my weight also because of consuming what is it? Collagen peptide. Because I became so thin enough, everyone questioning me. Now I'm trying to put on. My body becomes such a flexible that I can do like nearly 14 sansa rotations. It's like సూర్య నమస్కారాలు అనేది నేను 15 like 15 to 20 చేయగలుగుతాను in a single day for within 30 minutes only. అంత స్పీడ్ గా చేయగలుగుతున్నాను నేను. That fit I am. Fitness does not mean that you are fat, you are thin. You need to gain some kind of knowledge also in terms of if you want to do see the most major product I was able to retail, that is Fitwin and Wheatgrass. These are my favorite products. The third is collagen. Why? Because I got results for those products only. Yeah. And I wanted to add the last one is that is failure. See, if I share a small story, there is a mountain. Let us consider. Okay, a person goes to the top of nearly 40% of the mountain and he falls down. Okay, B person goes to 70% and he falls down. C person will be rocking the client. I mean, like he'll be rocking the thing. What happens is he'll be climbing to the tip and is successful. This is the societal thing. Society thinks in this way. But the who is actually what people think what the failure A and B. But I'm telling you, these three are not the failures. That D person is a failure. Who is that person who is sitting in outside the like behind the mountain? What you can understand in retailing, if you're doing 10 calls, then also you're successful because you got a 10 calls experience. And if you're not able to get the order also, be patient. In retailing is something, it can give a huge income by just being consistent. I was a kind of person, I don't know, retailing is such a big platform or something. One day I heard somewhere with some person that ये retailer है, ये network like I heard. I'm doing both, by the way. I have created more than 300 leads. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, I heard this statement from one of the good leaders actually, not for me, but saying someone else. Then indirectly it hits me also because I'm a retailer. So what happened was like that person was telling me a person who is a retailer, he was not having identity. This is what I thought. The very next one, Winzera have launched like for retailers, very good tax. Then I got to believe that we are also having identity. Don't ever think that I'm not able to do retailing. That's not means that you're pro at sales. Okay, sales is nothing but joining. And if you're not able to do good at network marketing, don't think that you cannot become a good retailer as well. Every aspect is whatever you think is like dumb. Whatever you think in terms of failure, whatever you think in terms of that I can't do this, that I can't is a word that makes you think that uh, simply I can say that there is nothing there is no statement. If you're saying that if you're getting a word that is can't, that means that you have already failed everything. Okay, so just try whatever Nikhil sir have said. What I was discussing to Udit sir previously, and what I felt is like I've tried everything. No applying taught me. No applying said me to do little, but I was doing everything. How it came? So don't entrepreneur is someone who are innovators. So what I wanted to convey is like move and teach. Don't wait someone to teach you, or don't wait someone to say you how to like how to do planning, how to do make incomes. Just work with soul, intentions. Intentions make you do really like very good things. If you're having a good belief on the product, only this comes up. Like this all can be happening. And what made me stand to go over the game is because I was having health issues of autoimmune disorder. I was having vitiligo. I was having obesity. I was having acne. These all the problems I faced, and I was having I was at a peak of stages at the age of 16 in terms of autoimmune. That's the reason I understood what's the health importance, and I felt I need to educate people so that they may get helpful in terms of these things. And that's it. So thank you so much.
Okay. So it was a very nice word from Nitya Shriji, and I wish Nitya Shriji, it's all about, it's not about from where to where, it's about from here to where. So you will be taking your business to next level from here, and you will be having a clear cut what next. So if I conclude what Nitya Shriji was saying in quick 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes of my understanding, if I will try to conclude what Nitya Shriji was telling, the first thing is up till and unless you will not take it like this is my startup, things will not work for you. Imagine if you would have put it your 2 years of work to make a bottle of Seabuckthorn, how excited you will be to share it with other people. अगर आपको इस सीबकथॉर्न की बॉटल बनाने में आप लद्दाख जाते, वहां पे डीआरडीओ के ऑफिसर से मिलते, डीआईएचएआर के ऑफिसर से मिलते, you would have met them, you would have farmers, you would have gone to farms, you would have gone to jungles, you have taken out, you would have heard stories of the people telling about the benefit of Seabuckthorn, listening to the benefit of Seabuckthorn, you would have packed it, you would have read a lot of research paper on Seabuckthorn, then you would have made a final product out of it. And if you would have put it that kind of hard work in making a product, how much excited you would be, right? Correct? Because that would be the time you would have taken it like a startup. क्या मैंने ये प्रोडक्ट मैंने बनाया है, अब अगर बना बनाया मिल गया है तो कम से कम वो बिजनेस वाला फील तो होना चाहिए ना. And once you think that this is my business, right, at the age of 18 and 19, when once you think that this is my business, and I have to think, I am telling you, leave this meeting. Once you think this is my product and I need to build a market for this product, many ideas will start coming in your mind. By seeing your surroundings, by seeing your nearby, you will be able to identify the resources that are available nearby you. But once you have that kind of mindset available, that this is my startup, this is my startup, I am the co-founder of it. Once you will have this feeling, na, this is Nityashri Private Limited. This is Anirudh Gaikwad Private Limited. This is Pravelika Reddy Private Limited. And this Seabuckthorn is my creation. Once you will have this kind of feeling, right? Consumer building will come on its own. It will come on its own. Right? Till that time, you are only thinking just about profits. You may feel a lack of energy and enthusiasm inside you. But once you have this kind of mindset that this is my startup and I need to create a consumer base of it, I need to check it out how it is working on people, I need to check it out, I'm waiting for the reviews of the people. That is the first mindset you need to have. The second thing, and which Nitya Sriji was also saying, the second thing is, if you are in nutraceutical industry as you are, start building your base like an health coach. Are you getting my point? And as yesterday meeting also, it was very clear cut set. It You doesn't need to be from a medical background in order to be a health coach. Maybe today you are at zero, but start developing yourself like an health coach. Because once you start developing yourself like an health coach by watching some videos, and Winzera is offering you a very good opportunity, but I know it is for very limited people, it is only for 30 people, right, in order to become that health coach. Start building yourself as an health coach, right? Even you can build your Instagram page as an health coach, you can build your Facebook digitally also build yourself as an health coach, and in offline world also build as an health coach. And what a health coach do, for the first thing that health coach do is start taking care of your own health and become your own product user. Correct? Because once your tummy is out, you can't be a health coach. Right right First start working on yourself, right? And start getting knowledge, start doing those actions, start changing your habits, and take a journey. I am not saying that you will not become a health coach in one day. Start your journey for becoming a health coach. And once you start this journey of becoming a health coach, you will help many people in the process. It's not only about the profit that you will generate. Definitely profit is a byproduct, it will come. You will help many people. When you will see that you have helped some people to reverse their diabetes or to get a better diabetes results, when you will see many people, you have seen very good results of PCOD and hormonal problems happening out, and you have got a very good reviews of that, right? When you have seen people losing out their weight and you have helped them. And I am telling you, many good news from Indira side is going to come up in future also. Just wait for few months, right? I'm not revealing any suspense, I'm just giving you a hint. When you will understand these things, right? And what is this health coach do all that. So start building yourself as a health coach. And first you need to be health coach in your mind, right? It is where in your mind there should be two things: I'm a startup founder and I'm a health coach. Right, from me, I've started my startup. What is the name of my startup? Twinkle Private Limited. This is my startup. What is my product? What is the product I have by which I can help people? I have nutraceutical products, I have collagen, I have Seabuckthorn. This is my product. This is your mindset, right? And what I am going to become, what I am doing, what role I am playing, I'm playing the role of health coach into the life of people. When you have this kind of mindset, everything start from mindset. When mindset is set, business is set. But when mindset is not set, na, nothing is set. So you should have the correct mindset of a startup founder. That should be there in your mind. And the second thing that should be there in your mind, you should have a feeling of health coach, and you should have a feeling that I have to help people to make their health better. Now, sometime you may have immediate closing, sometime you may have delayed closing. That would be the various things. But I promise you one thing: you will enjoy journey of educating people. Many of the times you will close immediately if you are sharp and you have those techniques working out in your way. And sometimes there can be delayed closings also, because sometimes some people, they may not take you seriously just for the first time, but when they get repeated exposure of yours, and repeated exposure from your side, then they get that belief over a period of time, and then they become your consumer. But you will be enjoying that journey. And what I believe is, once you are enjoying something, it happens. Once you are enjoying something, it happens, right? And that enjoyment will come when internally you are thinking yourself like an health coach, right? When internally you are thinking like a founder, right? When you are thinking internally, thinking like, I'm the CEO of this company, right? And I have created a wonderful product. Now I want to help people with this wonderful product. When you will have these kind of thoughts in your mind, right? When you will have a feeling of health coach in your mind, things will work your way. You leave me, rather than this meeting telling you how you can get guest list. Sir, it is your guest list. How somebody else can tell you, right? You know your guest list better. You know your resources better. What Nitya ji was saying, very thing. Sometimes we are just looking for consumer list in our uncle aunties, right? There was a very clear cut message: entire hostel is your consumer. Entire hostel is your consumer, right? How many people are in your college hostel? How many people are in your college? They can be your consumer. Maybe some of them will start business with you, but majority of them can be your consumers. Your college faculty is your consumer. The place where you are living every day, the place where you are spending 9 to 5 every day, is the place you have maximum number of consumers. But when you will be able to talk with them confidence, when you are thinking like, I'm the founder, i have I'm the CEO. I, I have got this beautiful product by which can help people, and I'm a health coach. When you have this feeling, then you will not hesitate. You will not have shyness to talk to them, right? And the biggest tip to do consumer building is, take an offer which pushes you to retail and go out and work. Somebody came me and said, I want to start retailing, but I don't get the, I'm afraid, I have so many fears. I said, you have so many, all your fears will go away, just take one offer. Once you take one offer, you know what happens after that? Seabakthon will push you every day. Correct? Seabakthon will push you every day, right? And after that, she was sharing. She was sharing about direct follow up. She was sharing about indirect follow up, and she said like she said a very Nitya ji said a very good thing, that CROR, right? Check, review, order, repurchase, and referral. Right, this is a system where we follow. And when you are genuinely concerned about helping someone, you build a relationship. And once you build a relationship, you doesn't need to do C2D. It will happen. It will happen. That person will be doing business with you, even though he is not. He will be giving referrals to you, is doing business only, because you have built a very good relation, right? It's all about building relations, right? Whether in every part of the business, it's about building positive relation. But you will be able to build positive relation when you are just not in a motive to sell your products and get the money and just escape after that. When you are with a motive of helping him. And I am telling you, Winzera will continuously give you resources by which you will be able to help the people who are getting associated with you like a consumer. Winzera will continuously give you those resources. That is my promise to you. From the entire team will continuously give you those resources. And once you will help your consumers, you will build relations. Many of your consumer will turn into your business partners. They will build business with you, right? And she was telling, utilize your e-commerce website in a very proper way. You know what is the value of that e-commerce website? The value of your e-commerce website is what value you put it to it. The value of your e-commerce website is what value you put to that e-commerce website. Even if you have not generated e-commerce website of yours by going in your panel, the value of that website is zero. And the value of that website can be 1,000, and the value of that website can be lakhs. Even that e-commerce website, if you utilize in a proper way, can help you to get your own bike also, on scooty also, and many other things, and to get connected with many consumers, right? Because where you can't reach, but your link can reach, your website link can reach there, right? And there are multiple benefits of that. She was telling about direct follow through. She was telling about using the word social entrepreneur, right? Carrying products in bag, right? That is one of the most important thing. Carrying products in bag, right? Correct. Because once you have product in bag, Sometimes what happens when you start a conversation, the person is ready to buy, to have those things or to get a sample or something instantly, but you don't have it. So what happened is it get delayed. And today I think so. I am in Raipur as of now. I was meeting one of our leader. I will love to take his name. His name is Pankaj Saudi, and he was sharing his experiences of consumer building. And he told me, sir, I was sitting on a Rapido, and that Rapido guy was driving the bike. I was sitting at the backside. I was explaining him, and by the time that Rapido journey ended up, I have to give him money. But what I did, I promoted him Dentoven on bike. How he promoted Dentoven? Because Dentoven was there in the back. Now, now some people, where to get guest list? Correct? Where to get guest list? That Rapido person. Okay, that Rapido person got started with Dentoven, and maybe that person can, like, if he's interested in money tomorrow, right? He can start building business also. He can start building business also. Are you getting my point? So carrying products in your bag, that is one of the most important thing, because it will help you to give sample to the people immediately. Correct? Right? And I hope so every one of you, if you are traveling somewhere, you will make your trip free, right? Correct? Some people said, sir, I am going to this place to build my to build my network. Don't go to places, right? Make your trip free. Your target should be, wherever I'm traveling, I have to make my trip free, right? Correct. And then on closing, she shared a very good idea that don't give discount on in rupees term. Get, see how Winzera gives you discount on the basis of free product, right? Winzera gives you discount on the basis of free product, 5,000 rupees free product, this 7,500, 2,500 rupees free product. Do the similar thing, right? Instead of giving discount to any consumer in terms of money, rather than better is to give it the discount in terms of free product, right? Because next time when repurchases coming, you can get them out. Every penny and discount you are giving is a penny you are losing. Right? Unless it is not a socialistic kind of thing to do, better is to go always with the MRP. Right? That is the best thing. So these were the good words that was shared from Nitya Shriji, and I hope so. Nitya Shriji will be developing himself with a health coach with a Belgi program very soon. And right. Correct. Giving discount means giving money from the pocket, right? Now, without wasting any time, I will love, and hopefully each one of you would have enjoyed this session. Now, I will love to call upon the next leader, Rani ji, to come up and to share his part, right? And I am telling you, you will be getting very good insight. Just stay connected, stay out there, and you will be getting very good insights, right? Correct. Rani ji, I will, just a minute. Yes. Okay, Rani, you can go on. Like now, you're host now. You can even share the screen or if
yes,
needed.
Sir.
Yes.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you, Rani.
So good morning, sir. Good morning, all. Before I introduce myself, I'll say you only one thing. Like today, we are so limited. I think like we are 2 to 3, right? That means we achieved something. Maybe today we are a silver batch achievers or a gold batch achievers, or we are really good at some retailing part, right? Or we tried some retailing. So I'll say you why I am here. Maybe you people might be silver achievers or gold achievers. I'll say you we are like 11 people in my team who are a part of this session. We got qualified for this session. I'll say you how I got this chance. Okay. So how I made this 11 achievers. So before I say about like retailing part, I want to say how these 11 people came into this session, so that for sure this is going to help many of the leaders who are in this session, right? So we have actually started, people whoever are achievers today, they are not so much good at retailing, sir, but we always listen one word when we started our business in a very good way, that is called R. Maybe you all know, right, the meaning of this thing. But today my upline teach me one new word that is called H. That's where we are 11 achievers here. I'll say you what is that H. 4 H's. Okay. Today we actually took the customer list of all the associates. Then we made calls. The first H is like how we made the thing is like health camp. Our associate called one of their customer saying that there is a health camp running nearby the area where they are actually. Maybe that might be a college, that might be home, that might be in the place where they are actually. So they just called a customer saying that first H is like health camp. Hello uncle, there is a health camp going on. They were discussing about one fruit that is called Himalayan berry. That is the second H, right? So I don't know what is exactly Himalayan berry, but it is actually helping out for some health issue, it seems. That is the third H, health issue, right? So as I'm unaware, as I'm not having any health issue, right? When I heard about that berry, when I was hearing about the health issues, I was actually getting your name because you're having BP. I don't have BP. Or else you're having sugar. I'm not having sugar, right? So I'll connect to the health coach. This is the fourth H, right? Health camp, then Himalayan berry. Then the third R is like health issue, what they're actually having, connected to the health coach. This is how we have made the call, sir, to the customers and connected to one of a well-known person. That might be me or that might be my upline Anudji, where we are a wellness advisor, wellness consultants. We have a good knowledge on the product. They connected the calls. That's how today we are 11 people in this session. We all achieved the tags of silver batch and gold batch. So this will be really, really helpful. I'm not saying because I don't say in this session why, because you're all here after knowing why to do retailing, right? So there is no need of saying why to do retailing. Maybe you're a little bit aware of retailing, but I'm saying this word because I want you to educate your leaders, the upcoming leaders, associates, why retailing is much important. You can actually connect in this way to a base associate so that that person gonna sustain with us in a long time. Because everyone must be very clear that instead of building networking, we are good at networking. Maybe like we are having a good knowledge of networking, but as we are completely moving towards a health startup, be very clear. We should have a very good knowledge on our health product, like health issues, and we should be very clear with our team how we are moving up. So that makes more important. I don't know how it reaches to you people of retailing. Retailing is not about selling a product. It's about educating a product. Today, you are an owner of Coca-Cola. Obviously, you may not say the disadvantages of Coca-Cola. You will say the advantages, that it gives you energy, instant energy. It gives you feel good, right? So the same way, try to talk always about the product when you are meeting your associate. No worries if they feel bored also. 1 or 2 points will hit their brain and they will remember it for the longer time. Right? This is how I'm into this session, and my other like 10 leaders are into this session, sir. So I was actually I will be talking about already whatever the Nikhil sir was saying. I was implementing from last month. I was actually implementing the health boot camps. I was actually saying the retail plans. I was actually going to many areas, educating many housewives, right? So I will say my practical knowledge, how I got into that things, right? So I would like to share my screen, sir, where I can actually use the screen and say you how I actually got into this part. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
So these are the topics that I'm going to cover in a very short period of time. I'm going to cover these points and I'll say you some experiences which will be helping you out. First thing, today, whoever are in this session, maybe many of the people have used the customer list and took the silver batch and a gold batch from your customer CP list or maybe from the referrals and all. But I'll say you how you can actually increase your customer base. I'll say you 2 ways how you can actually increase your customer base. The first way is like how you can increase your customer base in a fixed way, like 10 customers a day or else 15 customers a day. This is the fixed customers that you can actually increase every day. And I'll say you how you can actually increase n number of customers maybe every day, every week. The first, how we are actually inviting customers for the like how we are actually inviting them for our customer PPT. Currently, sir, as you have seen, we are actually going to the health camps. We are actually going to many families, many areas where we are actually educating them about the product. So we are actually starting with an invitation from one of our associate. And we should be very clear, sir, whom we are choosing an associate to go to their areas. Because an associate without a knowledge or an associate who haven't used the product or where there is no results in their family, try not to choose them, because I recommend a person should obviously use the product of Winzera and Winzera they will be getting for sure results. That might be whatever the product, because every family will have a health issue, at least a one health issue. So they should be consistently using the product. So obviously they'll get a result. Then we need to choose that associate so that we can go to their family members. So the welcoming will be really good. As they got good results, they will be welcoming us very in a good manner, and that people can become the testimonial in your PPT. That people.
Rani, sorry to disturb you. Are you moving your slides?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm just going to the invitation. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So how we are actually inviting is like we are choosing one of an associate who got a good results in their family. Then we are inviting in such a way ki the first invitation technique that we are using is like health awareness program. We are taking the permission of that area, or we are taking a permission of that society with the help of our associate, saying that we are interested in putting some health awareness camp. Like one of my associate, like Anita ji and Pooja ji, they just invited their society people, saying that in our college there is some health camp running out. We would like to invite them to our colony so that we can get some knowledge from those people. In this way, they actually got a good response from the society people, and they have called us. This was the first invitation technique that we have used. Then the second invitation technique we used is like BYOD, be your own doctor. This is the most important point that everyone will be getting giving much attention, that is being your own doctor. Today, whatever the health issue we are having, to be honest, maybe like we might be saying here in the session ki we always go to doctor for every small issue, but that's not really correct one. As I'm a technical student, I belong to IT department. Today, everyone are solving out their problem just searching in the Google. What tablet to wear, what exercise to do, what yoga to do, everything, right? As a technical students, I don't think we will be always going to a doctor. There are many people who are solving out their problem just being on the phone, social media. So this word is really good in taking the attention of a customer. Be your own doctor. In present scenario after the COVID, being your own doctor is the most important thing. That was a key point where we have used in our invitation. And the third one is like health camp. Then fourth one is like, see, today there is in Telugu, sir, free ga vaste pinail kuda vadalra ani cheptaru. Anyway, whatever free comes, we don't leave, right? So even the health education, if it is coming free, people say okay, because as we are targeting the women's, we actually do it in an unproductive time of an associate, sir, because we don't actually use the time of an activities. So we actually target more on the working women, like whoever the women are staying in the home, like time from 10 to 3 o'clock, they will be not having any works. We'll be choosing that time, so there will be more number of ladies attending this health camp. So we actually use this word of free health education, so that people will be coming. Nearly till today we have educated like 2 camps we have run in this week. In first camp there were like 10 ladies, and in the second camp there were 15 ladies from one society. They just came. So this was the good one where like they get the free education, health education. These are the few invitations that you can actually do, which worked for us. I am saying because always my upline teach me, Anurudh sir ki, if you don't have a knowledge on something, don't say it to others. We should have a practical knowledge, then only we can actually say to someone else, right? So these are the 4 invitation techniques that we used, and it really worked well. For sure, it's going to work for an initially if you are starting out. And now if I say how to do quick follow through. How to do quick follow through when a health coach is there itself. Near the canopy itself, the person is there, and an associate need to do a quick follow through. This is how you can follow the steps. Like, we need to ask the person who came to the health camp what they have understood, because we have faced some problems in sir, like language barrier. We have met more than 10 ladies who belong to Odisha, where we are having not so good communication. See, so that our associate is like belongs to Odisha. So we asked her to convey the points. So first thing that an associate to do in the follow through is like to know little bit, 1 or 2 minutes of content from the customer side, what they have understood. Then second point is like pinch on the health issue. Okay, pinch on the health issue as they belong to your society, as you are meeting them regularly. Pinch on the health issue if you know, or ask them or their family members where this data helps them or not. And also, the best suggestion I can give, sir, ki while we are starting a presentation, health related presentation, try to share KYH form, know your health, any form where you can actually get the details of that customer, their family members' health issue. Because give them 5 minutes of time before you start presentation, ask them to fill it out, so that maybe they're not purchased right there, but you can contact them in coming days, so that you will have that customer list in your CRM panel, so directly they can get the advertisement in coming days. So this is how in the starting presentation you can share, before 5 minutes you start your presentation, share them the KYH form so that they will fill their details, right? And that also creates some professionalism where you are presenting, that creates some professionalism of like what you are actually doing, right? Try to give that form, try to make them fill, try you go and help them in filling the form. That actually builds the relationship. Maybe you're a new person to them, but going to the customer, talking to that customer, whether they are understanding or not, whether they're able to see the screen or not, whether they understood what is meant by a free radical or not, these are the small things that create a bond between you and a customer. So this is how you can actually help them out, and then you can actually call. The best thing I loved in my last bootcamp was calling up my associates and asking their personal reviews in front of the people. And I need to improve more. Like we need to even call the associate parent who is actually using the product, so that gives a more impact on the presentation. People don't remember what you're actually presenting. People will remember what you're actually showing in the live, like a person, the one who is talking, because that person always lives in their street. That person actually talks to them every day. So it is more important to present that person in front of everyone, so that gives a more belief to the person to buy the product. Then try to recommend, like Nikhil sir said, RP, RD, RF, like right product, right process, and right feedback. Right. Previous in the last bootcamp, they were actually calling us to them, and they are asking how to use the product. They themselves are asking us how to use, what is the pricing and all. They were ready, and we got really good results in that. Then try to explain the pricing, because even you got a very good knowledge from Nikhil sir how to explain the pricing. Yes, even personally I felt the product is a little bit expensive, but when you actually get a good feedback, you personally, then you don't feel it is expensive, right? Because whatever comes in your mind, actually you should be genuinely using that. Then only you can get a right thing out, right? Then try to always use in your presentation or in your follow through, use these tools, Narendra Modi ji video, or else like personal reviews. We are having many reviews in Winzera in Instagram page, where we got a very good results. And even like we are having good results of like our own associates. Try to use those videos as a tools. Every tool is available. We can actually use those tools in our follow through. That gives a more effective results while you're actually doing your follow through. This is how you can actually do follow through. Then the best thing is that while health camps are happening in the live, try to connect that customer to the health coach immediately over there. If they are having any doubt, try to connect there itself, not to do any delay. Like let's talk tomorrow, let's talk over the call. No need to use these words. Try to connect immediately then and there itself to the health coach, because the law of averages maybe varies person to person, but I'd say if you want to have a fixed number of customers, try to use these health camps in a live. Do these health camps, because let's consider, sir, if you want to do today health camp, it's up to you whether to invite 10 customers, like whether to invite 10 guests or whether to invite 15 guests. It is fixed. Today I'm gonna bring 15 like ladies. Today I'm gonna bring 15 elder people or my grandparent age people. It is fixed. Today I will be bringing 10 people. I'll make them sit and I'll gonna educate them. That's it. This is to have a fixed number of customers. You'll never feel ki your averages are low. For sure, if you're bringing 10, as retailing gives a good number of ratios, you will be getting 4 to 5 sales for sure. For sure. You are an average presenter also, you will get 4 to 5 because as in the presentation, we do product testing of Dentovin, Tulsi Drop and Sebuckthorn. What I observed is maybe people may not purchase Sebuckthorn immediately. Maybe one may purchase out of 10, maybe 2 may purchase, but Dentovin and Tulsi Drops, you'll have a very good average. 4 to 5 people will take Dentovin and Tulsi Drop. Where I have a practical experience in that, 4 to 5 people immediately they'll take there over. So you should always have your stock. So you should be always having your stock while you're going to the health boot camp. This is how you can actually do follow through. I'm giving a very little bit of content where I have actually done it, where I actually used it because I am not much expert in this, but I have actually practically implemented. I have done these things. And if I say how to close the sale, first thing, try to, an associate should be very confident. I'm saying again, an associate will be only confident when he genuinely have a good result from the product. So I want everyone to use the product so that they can actually directly ask the money. Auntie, are you doing Google Pay or Phone Pay? Are you giving me cash or what? I should order it right now. This is the thing. They should be so confident enough. Your confidence matters a lot. That gives a good value to the product. If you're confident enough, then only they feel the product is really genuine, right? So you should be very confident in asking about the money. Then we need to create the urgency. Might be yes, if you give a free product, instead of giving a free product, you can actually add on some Dentovin or a Tulsi Drop as a discount product, or by giving some discount, saying that there is a limited time or a super sale or a super Sunday, something. You can create your own words. Right, there is Google. You can use many words instead of discount. You can use many words. You can search it out. It's all about how we are actually searching out for the new words, and we can actually create the urgency in this way. And you can take this product now. Otherwise, it will be out of the stock. Create them urgency that the stock is there will be no stock if you are not going to take right now because the offer is ending. This is how you can actually talk to them. In the worst case, like Nikhil sir said, like their friend took Dentovin and he gave 1.5 lakh order to sir. In the same way, maybe today they will be taking Dentovin and Tulsi Drop. For sure, you're gonna get a really good turnover from them because I personally did a canopy, not health camp canopy. I did a canopy in the here. Many people have tried out canopy. I also tried out canopy. I got a 22K order right from the canopy. Just they took once Dentovin. They liked the Dentovin, then they took collagen, then she gave me an order of 22K of US. Right? It's all about how you're actually giving them the confidence. Even the Dentovin, you should have the same smile on your face. Are Baba, today only Dentovin we have went. Don't feel like that. Maybe that Dentovin will bring you lakhs of turnover. Maybe not today, but very soon. Just stay tuned. You should be having the belief on the product. Dentovin and sir, I have observed in my home itself. I don't know how. I recommend everyone to do product testing. I don't know how many of you done in your home. We need to do product testing in our home first. Today, my mother. She uses Dentovin. Recently, sir, if I say maybe I should not say or not, I don't know. We used to use Dentovin, sir. After that, my mother got some, she was having some problem with her teeth. Then she haven't used Dentovin. She started using Sensodyne because she's not believing the product. The fault I did is I don't know product testing. So she was using Sensodyne. I was using Dentovin. Yesterday, what I did, I made her sit and I've done product testing. Then she was actually sharing her genuine review of Dentovin. I just leave that Sensodyne. I started putting that Dentovin there itself in our stand. Then she was genuinely saying that, yes, I was actually having that problem, but because of Dentovin, I'm feeling good. So that's where I felt, sir, that I need to for sure mention in SOR, we need to do product testing in our own home. Then only you'll get a good referrals also from your family members. Many people here feel if I say to my family member says that, are you doing this? Are you selling the product? Are you recommending the product? Don't do this. You will be like, it will be not good. कि if you do product testing in your home, your mother will be the most biggest turnover creator. Your dad will be the first person to say that, are you using like Colgate? Don't use it. It is really harmful. That person will be the first person who will create the turnover to you. Right? Try to do product testing within your home, then you can actually educate others. Because without you being clean in your home, don't try to say others to be clean. Right? So first we need to be like doing product testing in our home, then you will get a good reference from your home also. Then few common objections key, like apart from Nikhil sir said, sir, these are the actual objections where people don't ask. People don't ask, they just put in themselves and they smoothly say ki, we'll contact you soon, we'll call you back. These are the things they actually say us instead of saying no, because they are actually having these objections in their mind ki, we need to convince our husband. Once our husband to the home, we'll ask him. This is the first thing they're actually thinking about their husband. We need to convince our husband. So, and the price of the product is more. We actually solved these problems using these things. Like we used the tool of feel, felt, found. Yes, we also felt the same thing, and we educated the costing, how it is thing. And today, the product is actually not costly. Your health is so cheap. Right, today, if you are ready to invest right now, no need to invest in the hospitals. Do you want to cure your health in a home, or do you want to cure your health in the hospital? This is how we actually gave them the realistic videos. Like we have shown some videos how it's actually harming. Today there will be a video, sir, which helps a lot in the boot camps. There will be a glass where we always try to clean it from outside using detergents and many things. We need to actually clean it inside. That is the main thing we don't do. If you actually show this kind of videos, people get related to that. Don't try to show. And also, sir, if I'm wrong, correct me out. Many people say, ki, like, do you believe in facts or opinions? People start saying facts. But actually, a woman who is sitting in a home always makes some chit chats with the neighbors. She actually believes in the opinions, not in the facts. So try to show some opinions, try to show some realistic videos, which actually makes her mind open, so that only you can send your information, right? So don't try to always talk morals, don't try to always talk facts in front of a customer. Try to talk something realistic, where she can relate from some stories, from some videos like that. Then asking her husband will convince her husband. If a customer says to you, if a girl, like lady customer says to you that we need to convince our husband. If a husband says that I need to convince my wife, try to say them, sir, instead of you talking to your wife, you just connect your wife to us. As we are a health coach, we have a good awareness. We can answer her. We'll educate her. Without education, if you just go and say Cibacton is there and the cost of Cibacton is 1,500, it works very well. She don't understand, sir. Let you connect her to us, sir. We'll educate her. This is how, in a very beautiful way, we got a good answers also from them. They connected, and we have got good leads also. Thing is ki we need to use CRM and always try to focus on the customers. And the next way of I said you how to create your customers in a fixed way. Today, if you want 10 customers, you can create. If you want to create 15 customers, yes, you can create in one day. Every day, each day you can have 10 to 15 customers. But if you want to create your customers in a n number, if you don't want to have a thinky like I don't have a customer list. See, no one have a customer list. We need to go and search for that, right? So we are having a canopy. Maybe many one have bite, but we are not using again. We have created that fire in starting stages. After Spandan, we buy canopies and we have started again. We have stopped. I recommend you all to use canopies. Yes, we are moving towards health completely. Using canopy can give you n number of customers every day. Wherever you go, you're gonna get multiple number of customers, right? Yes, always don't think it is all completely knowledge. Don't grab the knowledge. Try to implement the knowledge. You will get good number of customers. Initial stage, I was carrying a stool. I was carrying 2 kgs, like 5 to 10 kgs of products in my hand, going towards like 2 kilometers and walking. But we got canopy again, right? If you use your canopy,